everybody. Hi, how are you all on this fine evening? Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, friends. Would one of you say something? I just want to make sure your audio. Yeah, it's stinky again. Let me go fix this. All right. There we go. You know what?
Tea is
That's where it kicked in.
fantastic.
Perfect.
Yay!
Nice.
We did it. The power of magic.
That's awesome. I like tea. that's so great.
I said something.
Steph knows.
Steph knows. I'm trying to make fetch happen basically by by making that a thing. Steph knows. I'm working on some Photoshop for it. It's gonna be great. Steph knows. Okay, all right. Sorry. So, good evening, viewers and wonderful players. Hey, so excited to have you here again. Yeah, last week I won't recap too much because, of course, the recap does such a fine job of doing that. But we've arrived at Staffney Island, and the party has a contact to meet. There are a couple of items on the agenda here. The first being, I guess there really isn't a first. One of them being getting more answers about the Order of Spectres, Liazana's lead, and which they did request. Allie did say that she would put in a request with this contact here to get some of that information ready. So that contact may likely have some of that info. And then there has been word of the discovery of an ancient artifact here on Staffney Island. And most of the details could not be safely transmitted. So you're here to meet the same contact, Allie's contact on Staffney Island, and get a little more info on what that looks like. And either retrieve the item or otherwise make sure that it doesn't get in anyone else's hands. So, as the ship arrived on Staffney Island, this island being a little larger than the ones that you've been to so far, it has a lot of nature surrounding the actual city of Staffney in the center. Enough so there are a few small-ish mountains that grow up from the edges of the island. One of them towering and looming out and over the top of the city, almost to maybe 2/3 of the way out. So several hundred feet up in the air, if you're in the city, you'll see just this huge rock that blocks out the light in a good portion of the city each day. They've got it made in the shade down there. All right, you have pulled into dock, and I guess you'll have to consider, how you want to go about managing docking here on an unknown island without, being a member of the United Aviation Federation, but instead pirates. Perhaps using the admiral's name, the pirate king, or whatever, or otherwise, whatever means you have at your disposal.
Well, we do have access to the daughter of one of the largest corporations here and her blessing to be here. Would that be a better name to bring up than the Admiral? Or
we could sorry, go ahead, Liasana.
Either way. I mean, however we can get in and not be like
I'm a
arrested or
celebrity.
anything.
I maybe, somebody's heard of me, surely.
It's been a day, Dan, right, since we've last contacted her.
It's been a while, yeah, because it was still like 3.5 or just over 3 weeks travel, so it's been about that much time.
Yeah. Well, we could message her and ask and make sure it's okay that we use her name at the port.
that's a good idea.
Okay.
That would be a good idea.
Who was it? Cassius that had the auto character. Cassius, do you want one of us to? Can we use your sending stone to?
Yeah. I've got some other work to do to get the ship prepped.
I can talk to her. Sure. I mean, why not?
Yeah, go ahead, talk to her. You guys seem chummy. Your face lights up when you mention her name. You know, yeah.
Aren't we able to like actually telepathically talk to her though?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought she
We
set
all
that
have
up.
a link.
Oh, we
You link
can.
all the time.
we can.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Oh, you
Okay,
don't. I'll take that. Yeah.
Okay,
Cassius will take it back.
Allie? Hello?
He's ignoring you. No, I'm just kidding.
you busy? If you're busy, cough.
No. Hey.
Okay.
Bryleth, right? I was gonna say,
Hi.
see, a submission done already.
No, we are just docking. We had some
Oh.
ship trouble on the way in, but we're fine. The ship's fine.
Alright.
We just got
That's
to
fast.
the port in Staffney Island,
Right.
and we're just kind of wondering about docking. Is it okay if we saying first, would saying your name get you in trouble? Would saying your name even help if we were like, hey, Allie, of course, let's say your whole name. Send us here, and we have her permission to be here. Is that something that we should do or no?
Oh, I would say that's quite fine, as I've already made sure that you have permission to dock. They'll recognize the name of the ship.
Okay.
You can of course use my name if you wish, but it's all taken care of. Hey, I figured you might have some trouble otherwise, just talking
Right.
nicely and such.
Okay. 10-4. Thank you, Allie. Have a good rest of your day.
All right. Well, you too. Bryleth, you take care now.
Yeah, we're good.
So did we all hear
No.
that, or was that just between Bryleth and Allie?
She would probably since Bryleth just, I don't know. I guess it depends on how Bryleth sent it.
Bryleth probably would have just sent it. Probably not thinking, probably just her, just
Okay.
between the two of them.
Then it would probably just be back to Bryleth.
She said it's fine. We don't need to. We shouldn't even have to mention her name, even though it's okay. But she's let them know that we're going to be there.
Oh, great.
Well, your voice kind of trails up and stuff when you talk to her, so maybe it was cause for alarm or something. I mean, it's just like the tinder of your voice goes, yeah, and I'm just like, is something wrong? Or
So you
what?
think that she was alarmed, or that? Are you
I don't
asking if I'm
know.
alarmed?
I don't know. Your cheeks went flush, and your voice went up.
I-
I don't know what's
I
going
don't know.
on.
I think.
I
How
think
far?
we should go ahead and go take care of the docking stuff.
Are you feeling
go ahead
okay,
and get out.
Yeah, I agree with the docking.
I'm feeling. I'm feeling,
Let's go check in.
I'm
Let's
feeling
get
fine,
docked.
Sinister. I'm feeling fine. I mean, I don't know what you're talking. I mean, I didn't. She's kind of saying it's just a sinister, like as they're walking with Sinister. I don't know what you. It's just a conversation.
Was it though?
Yeah.
Because I shouldn't feel weird about it. Like, am I making it weird?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like I'm just having a conversation with.
Usually when people's voices go up in tenor, there's like an alarm, or like maybe they're like unintentionally like happy. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell.
Well, I mean, Allie is a cool person, and I just, just chatting with her is a lot of fun. So, I
Oh.
mean, it's only been a couple. I mean, not that I've only had this docking situation. It'll be fun, huh? And she'll start like walking a little bit faster.
I'm just gonna look at Ashavar. If Ashavar is with us, I'm just gonna look back and I'm just gonna look back at her and just keep walking. Like give a look, like, yeah.
I don't. Yes, walking.
All right, that's awesome. Well, you all head on to down the dock and such. I'm assuming most of the crew is going to stay on the ship. It's sort of typical when a ship docks that most of the crew stays on board and the main party kind of heads on. But of course, you can communicate the same way with them if you want to call any of them with you.
Ooh.
All right. So, yeah, this particular dock is. These structures are built up a fair bit and on smaller sections of scaffolding, so airships can come down. Gives plenty of room for the hull before scraping ground. You walk down a few flights of steps into a perpendicular facing boardwalk where there are a number of buildings. Seems to be like temporary warehouses where things are almost like a customs area where goods come in and get checked and then go further into the city elsewhere. You did see quite a few. The city was rather large as you did hover around before landing. There is a harbor master's building, of course, and it's a few levels up, but on the lowest level has a big, almost like big barn doors that are drawn open side to side. And there's a pathway to kind of snake through, much like at Mos Isles, where there are clerks inside and sort of a security area that you go through. There's a number of people working in here. The one that comes over is a goblin gentleman, maybe in his mid 100s or so. So a bit spry. Hops up and twists. He has sort of a floppy blue hat with a short black rim, kind of spun to the side. Oh, all right. Whoa. Sorry, folks. Let's just stay in a line. First, who are you? And what would you like to do here on Staffney Island?
Hi. I'm Sinister Galore.
Hello.
I'm famous. We're here from the Tempest by word of Alianor.
Yes.
Alianor Sunray.
Sunray, yes.
Yes. Well, welcome. Then I'm so sorry. Welcome. Yes, the Tempest. We've been expecting you. Please come over here. I'll give you each your pass for the city. Are you planning on? And he turns, to lead you over to a counter off to the side and kind of talks over his shoulder at you. Are you bringing anything into the island? Any goods?
No.
Do you know roughly how long you plan to stay?
Possibly a few weeks.
Very well. Very well. All right. And you all arrive at the side bench, and he takes out some paperwork. The passes that you're kind of familiar with are all effectively similar. They seem to use templates from the United Aviation Federation. So writes the information out. All right, just fill out your names here, and he slides one out to each of you. And I will give it the old stamp of approval, and you'll be good to reside in the city up to 6 weeks. If you need to extend that, just come back and see me. We can extend it.
Okay, that's wonderful. I just wanted to know, have you heard of what was the bar that we're supposed to meet, the contact? Wayland. We're supposed to meet Wayland.
Anyone remember?
Wait, what? Who are we supposed to be meeting here?
No,
Yes.
The bar where Wayland is.
Wayland.
Oh, yeah, let me look in my, I think I had it down here.
I have Wayland, but I didn't put the name of the bar.
Yeah, I would have put, okay, so that's where we met Alianor.
Bryleth opens
yes.
up a notebook.
Yes, Wayland, the Matchbox is the tavern.
We're looking for the Matchbox Tavern. We're not from here, so we don't really know where things are.
Really?
Do you know where that would?
I do. Right.
Okay.
Sorry. Of course, the Matchbox. Well, you can find that in the Rustic District. I can give you a rough map of the city here. It gives some good locations for different taverns throughout the city and the different districts here.
Okay.
You'll that one. I'll have to write that one in though. And he pulls open like a fourfold map, opens it up, and takes a quill and puts a little dot down in the Rustic District. Yes,
It's a big place.
it is. Yes, yes. We've expanded quite a bit over the years. Very long established city. We've seen centuries of peace thanks to the great houses of Staffney, of course.
Houses of Staffney.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Mental notes to Rhodey. Houses of Staffney.
So down here, and he slides the map across the counter to you. Is where you'll find the Matchbox. See if he's gonna say anything else to you or not. Okay. Yeah. Of course, you all seem like you're fully capable of taking care of yourselves, and I'm sure.
Finger guns. Pew pew.
Yes, Alianor wouldn't be sending anyone that couldn't handle themselves for whatever work you're here to do. But do be careful. It's a bit of a rough section of the Rustic District. And for anyone looking at the map, you'll see the city's divided into a number of districts and wards. There's the lower district, seems to have a cemetery, large cemetery there, a prison, an asylum. The trade district that seems to be right in the center of the city, which is pretty, self-explanatory. Although there is a merchant district as well. So one seems to be for higher level business, the other seems to be storefronts for sale. Merchant district has a bunch of stores marked off on here for basic adventuring needs and otherwise. Let's see, the rustic district, the warehouse district, the civic district, the park district, and then the upper residential district.
Upper residential district.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where the houses of Staffney reside?
Yes, that's where the most of the elite of the city reside, including the great houses of Staffney. Mm-hmm.
He's just going to be, just like, absentmindedly, circling that part of the map. Like, yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The houses, are they royalty, or is this some sort of senate? I don't know how you people do things.
Yes, I suppose technically they're considered nobility here. Yes, the five great houses of Staffney. They really it's thanks to them that we've seen such lasting peace and prosperity over the past few centuries. Yeah, and you see him shift a little bit as he says that, kind of confident at first, but then a little shift.
You have to use the restroom.
Nice.
Are you cool?
Sorry. No, I'm fine. Again, welcome to Staffney.
Okay.
You're
All
sure
right.
your passes and kind of slides the passes over.
Oh, thank you. Well, all right. Can we just have this map? It's
It's yours
mine,
to keep.
right? It's mine.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Thanks. All right. And he just, whatever papers on the counter, he just signed his name. That's
Thank
take
very
that.
much.
Yeah.
He'll just stamp it and pass it back to you. It's a little like a passport, basically, and a little book and everything. There you are.
And Sinister is confused, like like thinking he's supposed to give him an autograph. He's giving it back to him.
I mean, guards can sometimes be a bit overprotective when they see new faces. We get a fair bit of travel through here, but it's typically the regular traders. So just keep that on hand. It's wise to keep it on your person. Show it if asked, and you'll be just fine.
But I'm a celebrity. Have you not ever heard of me? I'm like the most excellent dude you ever met.
And he didn't even look at your signature. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name. It's
He's already upset. He's just walked off now.
Oh, okay.
That just made him upset. Like, all right.
That's awesome. He'll just kind of pass everyone's books back to them, and then you're all free. Kind of nods over, and they open up the security door to let you through into the city of Staffney. In fact, I will share out to give you a rough idea of. Nope, that's the wrong fantasy ground stand.
Bryleth would go back to the person they just talked to. Sorry, one more thing. Do you allow you see we have a baby dragon.
A baby what?
A baby dragon. It stays on my shoulder. Do you allow dragons in the city, or will it be killed on sight?
Oh, wait, it's not dead already? It's not like a dressing for your...
No, it's a baby dragon about yay big.
Well, that's
there a
a
pet
good
registration?
question. There is.
Okay.
Typically, dragon, I can safely say, is not one of the check boxes.
Sure.
But let me see. I mean, how tame is the beast?
It's perfectly tame. We were just in another city, and it didn't hurt anything. It stayed with us.
All right. Well, you seem kind of reeling over it, also knowing you've been sent and given by Allie.
It's really cute.
Right. Well, of course, trust any employee of the Sunray family. So I think that we can expedite your request. You'll have to bring the dragon through so we can just do basic
Yeah, I'll go and get it right now. Yep, go and get it.
All right.
She'll come back with it. She was running, so yeah. Like holding it on her shoulders when she's running back so it doesn't
Awesome. Okay. So you come back and you do have to bring it through. They take the dragon's temperature and a couple other things. Check its gums and stuff like that.
Like a pet at the vet. Like you're just like, it's all right. It's okay.
It'll
be all right.
You have a little bit of a growl with
It'll
the
be
temperature
okay.
taking. Technically a vet that's on hands gives the all clear, very nice bedside manner. You have a very healthy and interesting specimen here. They seem to be in tip-top shape.
Do you know the sex of Carmine?
Oh, it's a bit too early to tell.
Carmine's let us know, Sinister, that
it's Carmine. Okay.
Doesn't.
They sometimes don't present until they've decided. So. Until they know. Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
When they know themselves, they'll physically manifest. Some dragons, I have to say, this is a little bit out of my. That is sometimes somewhat common with dragons, but this particular breed of dragon is a bit out of my scope of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
But they seem to be very healthy. Sometimes taking the temperature causes a bowel movement shortly after, so be careful. Otherwise, you are good to go.
Okay. So, yeah. Well.
Oh, to the Matchbox with our soon to potentially shit everywhere dragon?
Yes, let's go. I'm ready.
Great.
The district, though. The upper. All right.
Business first, and then we can play.
Yeah.
Okay, who says that isn't business? But okay.
Oh. Do you have business in the business district?
Always.
I don't know.
No. We have business in the Rustic District.
Yeah,
because that's where the Matchbox is.
But I'm asking Sinister, he has business in the fancy district.
And he just gestures to himself.
Yeah. What about it? You look very nice today, Sinister.
And he just kind of, let's go to the Rustic District, I guess. And he's just like,
Ashvar is gonna give him a little salute, like, I get you.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Hey, do you think we should maybe, I don't know, get Charles and Charlie? Because, you know, they died doing the thing they love, adventuring. And this is like totally an adventure.
I thought Charles was in charge, though.
Charles is always in charge. And he just kind of high fives, like, but yes.
High five.
Would you like,
That's
I could
good.
send him a message and he can meet us. Or wait a minute. Charles, you here?
You're, I'm sorry. I'm on the ship. Is that if that's where here is, that I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, you want to go on an adventure with us? Do you want to adventure or do you want to stay on the ship?
Adventure sounds cool.
All right, just meet us down here. I'll just message you where we are. Okay.
Okay, it sounds good. I'll see you then.
So
So now can we go to the
Yeah.
bar?
yeah, I guess.
Let's go.
Great.
All
I
right.
admire
go to
your
the bar.
To the
restraints. Yeah.
bar.
All right, you all head through the town. You are currently walking through, let's see, which district was here? The Civic District. This is where the town hall is, Chamber of Commerce. You even pass by a magical university.
University of Magic.
Nice.
And he just writes. He circles on the
What's
map.
this university called, Dan?
What languages do you read? It has a sign, but it's not in common.
Bryleth reads. Let's see here.
Is it
Oh, not
pretty
that.
pretentious
Not
college,
that
so-
many. Not that many.
Oh.
Common, Elvish, and Giant.
Yeah, sure.
I need to
So-
really brush up on Bryleth's freaking knowledge. I mean, her languages.
Infernal and
She's an
Elvish
archaeologist, for crying out loud.
and undercommon and common.
Any chance it's draconic?
It's not, no.
Infernal,
Mm-mm.
undercommon,
Mm-mm.
pig Latin.
Bless you.
Nice. No, okay. So you see symbols over the gate. You can see some people practicing magic inside, and from Sinister, of course, you're familiar with magicologists, so you can see the different ways they're training and the little targets and
Instant-
training dummies.
Instantly detect magic, so they probably just
Mhm.
lights up.
Nice. But you pass through this section, you pass through the university, and then you next go through the park district, where it's all beautiful greenery, a nice big lake that kind of runs through different areas, cutting down to almost a stream through some. Excuse me. As you traverse this park district from this side to you're going straight across it to get to the Rustic District, you can see a bit of a decline in upkeep, and amenities and just a lot of things aren't looking as hot on the other end of this park. And as you enter the Rustic District, it's fairly clear. This is actually the image that you have is down in the Rustic District, or part of it anyway.
I'm gonna walk closer to Ashavar and be like, you know how like some people lock the car doors when somebody walks by? It's just kind of like a little close, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not this portion that you're walking into. It isn't necessarily slums, but it's definitely the area where folks are. There's some poverty here, unfortunately, and a lot of probably some of the dock workers are coming back home through here. And it does, as you continue through, you do reach a sort of the slums area where There's a lot of crime. That everything's just so working against the people down here that it's just not a good situation. Where you find the dot on the map, the matchbox. The sign hanging off the bar, battered and swinging partially on a hinge and a half. Says the Matchbox, and has a little Tinder kit there as an image. It has saloon doors like the Old West, so you can see into the the Matchbox. There's some brawling and some shouting and some good times. People, celebrating what they do, what they have and such in here. About a dozen or so people in a building that fits maybe.
Bryleth's going to
24.
push open both doors at the same time.
Oh no, Bryleth.
Yep,
No,
already done.
You're not supposed to do that. No,
Are you looking cool? Is this
Yeah,
the...
absolutely, absolutely. With her drag, with
no.
with the dragon on her
Nice.
shoulders.
I don't even know what to have you roll. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you swing open. Are you still are you walking in continued, or are you just sort of making a scene there?
No. She'll walk in a few steps and just stop
Yeah.
and look around.
Okay.
Oh, no.
The towering Furbolg swings the doors open, kicks them in, and looks around. And you see a couple of people at the table nearby to the right. There's maybe 5 tables on the right, 5 along the left. And then the back left corner is where the bar is and all the stuff the bartender's doing. And you see most of the people kind of stop for a minute. So someone's in mid-brawl and they've got holding a fist to their friend, and pause, and some others are putting down their drinks.
Okay, so Bryleth was in front. Zia's not gonna go in. If Zia just saw that and couldn't prevent it, does not want to be seen.
That's amazing. People are just
We can't just let her go in there, right?
We're just gonna go to a table and sit down.
people just kind of quietly watch you walk over to your seat.
She's trying to act cool.
The fuck was that? Did
All
you
right.
see that?
All right, I gotta save this. She's dying. And then he just breaks out the guitar and just starts and walks through the door.
Oh God. Okay, Liazana, Ashavar, you're not gonna do anything stupid, are you? Do you have something stupid planned? Please tell me you don't have
No.
anything stupid planned.
People inside look from Bryleth over to Sis. They're rocking this beautiful guitar solo, like looking back and
Okay.
forth between the two of them, between the two of you, like.
Bam. And then just keep rocking. I'm just gonna keep rocking and walk around the bar like I'm trying to busk.
So to Liazana and Ashavar, I vote we give it like 45 seconds. If we hear really bad noises, like somebody's dying, we'll go in. But I just want to give a little bit of distance because I really want to drink and I don't want the bartender to spit in it.
I'm just gonna keep playing music and walking around the bar.
Everyone in sort of solidarity stands up, and one of them looks at the two of you. The fuck is this? Are you trying to start something with us?
No, do you like music?
Just give
I
her
like
a drink.
music.
Relax. Settle in.
You're telling me to relax now.
No, I'm telling
You
I'm
burst
saying
into
I
our
came
bar
here.
and you're telling me to relax?
I came here to relax, sir.
Liazana's
There's
gonna walk
nothing
in.
to be afraid. The's nothing to be
You're
upset
calling me a
about.
coward now.
No,
And Liazana
no.
walks in. You with them?
She's gonna
I'm
walk
back.
in. Liazana's gonna attempt to walk in. More of an air of, is there a problem here?
How close is the sky to me, Dan?
If you kind of walked down a bit to a table, maybe like 10, 12 feet most.
I'm gonna cast
I don't
calm
know these
emotions.
people. Beal.
What are you casting, Bryleth?
Calm emotions.
Okay. Is that a single target?
Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere is centered on a point you choose within range. Must make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
They can choose to fail the saving throw if it wishes. If a creature fails its saving throw, chooses one of the following 2 effects.
Okay. Wow.
They wouldn't choose to fail, but they have to make a charisma saving throw.
What's the DC? Because they
Uh,
didn't roll super well, but 2 of them got tied for.
my D&D Beyond has spoiled me. So it would be my charisma.
Plus your
my charisma-
proficiency plus 8.
Okay, got you. So that is 12.
No, isn't it your wisdom? Is your spell?
Oh, whatever your spell casting is for your
Oh, I
cleric.
thought it was. Let me double check. I
Cleric?
thought it,
Cleric's probably
It's-
wisdom.
Wisdom.
Cleric is
oh, okay.
wisdom.
All right. I'm getting characters mixed up. Apologies. Okay, so that's better. That's better.
Uh-huh.
15.
Okay. Well, 2 of them tied with a 14. Everyone else got less than that. So, somehow miraculously, you calm.
So you can suppress. So they fail. You can
Uh-huh.
suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed. Okay, so that's not what we're doing.
Uh-huh.
Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it's hostile toward. So anyone in that this indifference ends if the target is attacked or harmed by a spell, or it witnesses any of its friends being harmed.
Hmm.
When the spell ends, the creature becomes hostile again, unless the DM rules otherwise.
Okay.
Technically, it lasts for up to a minute. So she's going to calm while everyone's talking, while her friends are talking to them. She's going to calm those emotions and just have them indifferent towards.
Well, whatever.
Sinister
Let's just
is the
get
power
on with our
music.
night. Nice.
He thinks it's the power of music. Like, yeah.
Nice. Whatever. Just have your drink, I suppose, and all right. They get back to their own little, brawl and chat and other things in the bar. It's insane. Okay.
Liaison is gonna walk
Excellent
towards Bryleth. I guess as that was diffusing, and she's got one hand on her short sword. She's like, "Everything okay?" To Bryleth.
Yeah, everything's fine for now. I cast a little spell, and they should be okay with us for a bit, and hopefully afterwards.
Zia at this point would have been there and been like, a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Signals to the bartender to like double the number of shots of absinthe to 4.
Amazing. Okay.
It should be fine. They'll be, they're now better towards us, and during that minute they'll decide that, hey, they're not so bad after all. I mean, look at them. They're not causing any trouble.
A minute.
Yeah, a minute. I used to work with my siblings all the time. They would be upset. I would be like, nope, sorry. And then they would quickly forget why they were upset in the first place. So I'm sure it would definitely work with this crowd as well. They seem a little, yeah. They remind me of my brothers.
So we're getting pretty close to the end of the minute now. Liaison, do you think it would be really safe for Bryleth to be here right now? Do you think maybe
We're fine. We're fine.
Well, then I'm gonna go to the bar. Have fun.
We're fine.
All right. Z makes her way over to the bar. Ashavar, are you whereabouts? What would you like to do?
Ashore didn't even come in.
She's out.
She's sort of a little perplexed by what Bryleth has done. Like, this is interesting. This could end badly. She's going to position herself towards the door, just to try to jump in if any assistance is needed.
Okay. Keep an eye over the saloon doors.
I think we should find this Waylon dude.
And we can find Waylon. We came here for, right?
You guys are talking about that at the table?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay.
I'm thinking, I mean, I'm just playing music. I'm trying not to, like, I guess I'm trying to be like just an annoying performer trying to beg for money, I guess. And
we roll
I
for the
am going
bartender.
to try and
Cool.
walk around to find Wayland.
Okay.
Yeah, Bryleth we'll keep an eye out as well.
With the bartender's role, he's probably going to come over Sinister and just say, you don't have to leave, but you have to stop the music. Order a drink, sit down, friend. But there's no busking in here tonight.
All right, that's fine. Do you have well, do you have wine?
I'm afraid we don't have that here.
All right, the nail it is.
And no Korean ale, and yeah. So I suppose let me check as you two are looking for Waylon. Then you can each make a perception check or investigation. depending on
I
what
will
you're
say that Bryleth is just looking from her seat. She's not getting up.
Okay. All right,
She's
you
just
do
kind of
yours
like
at-
looking around.
Okay.
I would assume he was trying to look while he was playing and
Mhm.
got interrupted. So
Okay. Just here, you can do a regular roll, and Bryleth, yours will be at disadvantage. Meanwhile, Sinister, your brew is poured. Zia, since you sat down at the bar earlier, what would you like to do at the bar?
Take all 4 shots of that
Mhm,
absinthe, which
mhm.
will effectively give me disadvantage on anything probably for a couple hours.
Mhm.
And then strike up a conversation or attempt to strike up a conversation with the bartender if he doesn't look too busy.
Okay.
He's kind of just hanging around.
All right. Yeah, he has some down times. He's okay. 10.
Mhm.
Okay. And Bryleth?
So question, DM.
Yes.
Since I rolled that at advantage, I mean at disadvantage.
Mhm.
Could I use lucky to re-roll my lowest one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You basically re-roll. You roll a third one, and then you can discount that worst one.
All right. I was replacing a 3.
Okay.
I rolled a 4, so that's
Ooh,
8 total.
progress. Okay. All
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people inebriated here, at different levels of drunkenness here. So no one's really standing out as isolated or anything currently.
Mhm.
Zia, the bartender, comes back to check on it. And picks up all 4 shot glasses. Right? You had a rough day, it looks like.
Yeah, and I have a feeling it's going to get only rougher.
Well.
How about you? How's the Matchbox treating you?
Well, being held together by glue and hopes. But yeah, I'm glad to have a place for all of us to get together. Share our small victories.
Yeah, small victories, huh? Like, is that just kind of how it is here at Staffney? Or at least here in the Rustic District?
Well, it's moderately new for us. It's been maybe 8 years now since. So, seeing as how you're new here, I'll ask first if you are aware of the great houses of Staffney. Rolls his eyes.
The guy on the way in was kind of really hyping them up, but I don't trust anybody in houses that big.
Yeah. It's so easy to look down on others when you live up there. Well, there's 5 great houses, and I would say about 8, little longer than 8 years ago or so. They all changed their they all saw a change in leadership for one reason or another. Nothing nefarious, but it left all the houses in the hands of their respective youngest generation. And being a bit fresh, they made a lot of bold and often impetuous moves, just trying to outdo one another, prove themselves, and outdo one another, and further advance their houses. And Well, some of that was, they've got to get that power. They need someone to create that wealth, and then they take a big cut and really put this rustic district into a rough position past 8 years. A lot of people lost their homes, couldn't afford their rent, faced with really tough decisions every day. And, we get all the promises, but not much action from them. So they're really self-involved, it would seem. We get by, we hope for a better day, we do what we can to lift each other up, and we celebrate when we can, when we have those wins.
Understood. How much for the 4?
Well, it's usually 8 silver, but let's just we'll call it 5 tonight.
At that point, Zia would probably pass 10 over and be like, treat yourself a little bit.
That's okay. Might fix that sign outside.
We're looking, I don't mean to bother or anything, but we kind of came here to meet somebody. I don't know if it might have anything to do with a lot of the bad stuff that's been happening in town, but you wouldn't happen to know a Wayland or something? Does that name sound familiar to you?
Let me do a check and see if Wayland goes by Wayland here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I can't say that I do. I mean, we have, a fair bit of regulars. If you're looking for them here, I mean, there's 3 people that come in religiously every day. It'll point 3 individuals out to you at different booths. One like right on the little the table, like almost back to back with Bryleth, and then another couple over by the rowdy people. Hope that helps.
Yeah, thanks. I'll talk to some of the people I'm here with and maybe see if we can figure something out.
For what it's worth, this rowdy crew usually heads out in about half an hour or so, and those regulars will probably be here till closing time. So
Fair enough. So Zeal probably at that point kind of make eye contact with Liazana and go kind of like, nah. And then probably head out and see how Ashabar is doing.
I should unmute before I talk. Ashavar is pretty much just hanging by the door, and she hasn't, as far as I know, hasn't seen anybody try to trample through it or anything out of the ordinary. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll just chill out here with you, and maybe we can kind of see if anybody comes in or out or is looking suspicious.
Mentally, there's gonna be like, oh, guys, I have a don't forget we have the sketch.
We have a sketch?
Yes. Yeah, we have a sketch of Wayland, half elf.
He's a
Could
half
be-
elf?
Yeah, could be looking
Oh.
like that. He's the town drunk, is what Allie said.
Ah,
That's what Allie told us.
you know, it might have been the person that almost punched you.
It might have been. That sounds plausible. I'm
I
gonna
don't
start.
think he was about ready to punch me. I think we were about ready. I just wanted to make sure
Yeah,
that his
actually,
emotions didn't get the better of him.
You're,
But
you're
I think,
right. You're
I think
right.
he was going to see reason.
You're right. He totally had a knife. He was just going to stab you.
He was
No,
gonna
no,
shoulder
I
shake.
didn't see a knife. I
You're
think
100% right.
He was gonna
punch
get you in
you.
the side.
It's just for
He was gonna bleed out.
self-defense.
He was
It's just
going to
for
just got you
self-defense.
straight in the stomach. Yeah.
So
I
it was
don't-
gonna.
Nice. That was a
Die,
half
die.
elf gentleman.
I don't know if y'all are used to places like this, but I think all of these people are a lot nicer than what they appear to be.
You shouldn't walk into a place by yourself like that. That's just
Oh.
not safe.
These people are fine. I'm sure
It's
they're
not
doing
safe.
okay.
You're with us in a group. It's not safe.
I think they're fine.
Just saying.
Bryleth, can I see that sketch?
Yeah, here. And like, of course, still mentally, so she'll hand her the sketch out of her bag.
Okay.
She's gonna take a pretty good long look at it, and she's gonna look for the guy that almost tried to have a tussle with Bryleth.
Nah.
Yeah, because you had an interaction with him already. You look over and you spot him kind of being rowdy with some other people there and joking now, punching arms and taking drinks. Yeah, that's the sketch. That's your guy.
It looks like him.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a minute.
y'all-
They haven't. See, I told you it would work. They would forget why they were even upset. And it worked all the time. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Liazana. Go ahead.
Don't do it.
Why don't y'all just stay here and I'll go walk over, try to talk to him.
Wait, Liazana. And he's just gonna, you're very capable, Captain. But use your inside voice. And he just puts his hand on her shoulder and he gives her inspiration.
Thank you.
You think
I
they
will
have
be sure to
juice
do
here?
that. So she's going to try to approach who she assumes is Wayland.
Ah, okay. There's a table with another 3 people outside of whom you believe to be Wayland. And another 3 people are kind of standing up, looking over at whatever game of cards they're playing. And some sort of drinking game involving cards. Yeah. And someone wins, someone loses, and 3 people, tip back their drinks and they shout and then put the drink. He kind of belches. Oh. All right. What can I do for you? You're gonna? Wait. Did he know you were with them, or did you step in after?
I think
okay.
I was stepping in right as Bryleth was calming them down.
Oh, new
Like
face.
babies.
Oh. Hello. And what can I do for you, lass?
Is there a chair, like an empty chair nearby that she can have a seat?
You can pull one from another.
Okay, so
table.
she's going.
Sit on it
She's
Riker
going to
style.
like pull one and do the whole like flip it around and sit on it backwards
Yes.
and
Nice.
pull it up to the table.
Oh.
Is
Can
that
I
a
hear
confirmed
them?
bisexual?
I wanna be
That's
able to
awesome.
She's gonna sit on it backwards and say, "I'm looking for somebody in this tavern. I was hoping you could help me out."
Well, as you can see, I'm entertaining my friends here. You can ask about, I suppose. Anyone here expecting our lass? Everyone kind of looks at one another. They have, of course, some rude comments because there's some turds here. Like, no, but she's welcome. Let's. Well, that's not that rude, but they say it in a more rude,
They're being gross.
Yeah,
So-
in a gross
so
way.
harsh,
I'm
Dan,
sorry,
so
I'm not good
harsh.
at
Yeah.
something
You're going
terrible. And
So she said she's gonna look at him square in the eye, and she's gonna say, "I'm not sure if you're familiar with someone named Wayland."
can't say that I am, but make an insight check as you say that.
Okay.
Don't forget inspiration. It's a D8.
23.
All right.
So you see almost a pained expression as he makes just this momentary look that gives you the vibe that he's like, you're gonna blow my cover. Like,
Oh.
I will, he's, it kind of clicks like maybe he's trying to say not now, not with the people around, but, I kind of clicks with, I'm sorry, I can't say that I do, and I just need to see how drunk everyone else is here. If anyone caught that. Okay. All right.
At this point, could Ashavar walk up and basically distract from what Liazana is doing, like distract the other people.
Oh, what would you like to do?
Just stroll into the room and make a gust of wind.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, another one. Oh. And what is it that you want? It looks
what
past his,
I just, what was that? That was weird.
Oh, right. Bryleth, are you still inside?
Yeah, she's sitting at the
Oh,
table with her
nice.
dragon. She's
Okay.
the same way that she was before, just relaxing, having a good time, just to herself.
Hey, weird is the word tonight, isn't it? He looks like over your shoulder at Bryleth.
I'll send a message
Is-
to Ashavar. Play cards. Play some cards. Go start a game.
He'll turn back to
Is there
Liazana.
does Liazana notice anybody else like trying to tune into the conversation?
Make a quick perception check as you kind of catch on and you quickly look around to see.
22.
Okay. So while no one seems to be tuning in per se, you quickly assess that most of these people are too drunk to kind of be collecting this information. But there is one individual that seems to at least have registered what was said.
How far away is that person? Like, are they close or are they a
Yeah,
little
like
further away?
4 feet, 3.5 feet.
She's going to try to distract them by druid crafting a really stinky odor around them.
Okay, nice.
Like worse than a skunk.
Oh, damn.
Trying
Okay.
Trying to distract them away from their little conversation.
Oh my gosh.
But she's
that's
going to
really
try to
good.
do it like sneakily if she can.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand to kind of cast that under the table. And they'll say it's sort of with the speed of a reaction you do this to try and put them off the scent. Sorry.
21. I guess I'm going down a ladder.
Well, all right, nice.
You are rolling good.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh my
I'm pretty
gosh.
excited.
Woo. Okay. Yeah. You're all killing it tonight with the spells and everything.
I just told you this time.
yeah.
I'm turning the
Oh.
star.
Nice. Oh, what is? Oh no, Bart! It was you again. You have to. Oh, what are you eating, Bart? It's time to go. It's time to head to the next pub. This is someone else's. That one that you targeted. Oh no. Look, if I don't know about you a lot, but I'm heading. And puts down the tab and heads out. And most of the other people start clearing out, except the one that to be Waylon. It's just like, all right, boys, boys and girls, let's just have yourselves a good night. Get into plenty of trouble, and I'll see you in the morning for work. Kind of waves them off. All right. So that leaves like a few of the regulars. It's like 4 people in here outside of Waylon. It's like, perhaps I just got off on the wrong foot with y'all. Let me buy you all a drink.
Yeah.
And, you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
No, that was a Stephanie. That was a Stephanie
awesome.
remark, not a Bryleth
Okay, gotcha. Let me buy you all a drink. And, watch my table. And he nods over to a table sort of off in the back corner. Bit of darkness.
Liazana's going to motion to the rest of the group, like, hey, let's go to the table.
Okay.
I get up from my table with my ale and stuff and just kind of like, just roll my eyes. Good God. All right.
Following.
Ruth will gather her notebook that she had brought out and start writing in and
Nice.
take it all over to the table.
Okay. All right, is that everyone heading over to the table then? I think. Okay, neat. We'll say. I'm just gonna say for RP's sake tonight, since Deontay couldn't be here, that Cassius is working with Ash on the ship and kind of better understanding some of the stuff and trying to suss out what these other things were down in the hull. So he won't be here with you tonight, if that's okay with all of you anyway.
Mhm.
I just
Yeah.
Perfect. He was exhausted last time anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah.
That was so beautiful. All right, so y'all pull up a seat. Waylon turns his back to the bar, and so it sits in a seat with his back to the bar, so you can all sit like in the actual corner section. There's chairs enough for everyone, and
I'll make sure all the ladies get in, and I'll take one on the outside.
I think seeing who Wayland is, Bryleth would kind of like sit down kind of slowly and just kind of like stay smiling.
Right. Well, that was quite an entrance, and you see him kind of, brush his chin and wipe the side of his nose. And Zia, you recognize Thieves' Cant. He's checking to see if any of you can speak through that. Which I think it's only you, because I think you're the only rogue.
Only one.
Mhm.
Yeah. The one time the rogue is useful and like not the yeah.
That's awesome. That was such a great celebration pose too. That was perfect. So you catch him saying, "It's not a safe place to talk here, but if you meet him in an hour behind this bar, you can talk." But verbally, he's just saying, "That's right. It's been a rough day," and he continues his convo with you. For most of us, and
Sure.
I'm sorry, tempers flared a bit there, and just seemed to. Well, whatever. Right, we're here.
It's
Have
fine.
a drink. Good. So you're all new to town, and he's finished saying that to Zia in case you want to do anything, Zia. He's just making small talk.
Do we still have like the telepathic link?
Mhm.
Forever, as far as you know.
Okay, cool. So at this point, it would be very clear. Hey, y'all. He just gave us the sign that it's really not safe right now. We need to kind of have an excuse in conversation to leave, and then some of us should come back here in an hour to meet him behind the bar, but not all of us, because I'm not 100% sure that it's not going to be an ambush. So,
Well, then shouldn't all of us be here if you think it's going to be an ambush?
well, we should have one or two people like behind as lookouts. Probably Liazana, because Bo.
I can hang back. It's no good.
Yeah, and that would be good too. So, I'm just going to tell him kind of an excuse, and we can kind of head out now, and we'll come back later.
It could be my sciatica. My back could be a problem. I'm a great actor. I could really.
I'm feeling really tired. I think it's time to go to bed. You seem like a really nice person, but I have a schedule to keep. So,
Sure.
I'm gonna go. I think my friend should come with me. Have a wonderful night. You were very scary there, and and she'll kind of look around the other people in the room. I'm terrified of you. I'm terrified. You were so scary.
Bryleth.
Such a scary person. You're actually okay. But I'm gonna go. Good night. Bye.
All right, I think perhaps it's best if you all leave then. Thank you for the drink. You, just watch yourselves.
She heads out the door.
Yeah. Okay.
Ashavar's gonna walk out kind of chuckling.
So you'll
I'm
kind
just
of
gonna-
like look at Liazana and be like, and then just follow.
Okay.
Sinister just gets up, shakes his head, and leaves his drink. Just walks.
Lee's gonna make sure everybody else like gets out, and then just kind of gives a quick look to Wayland without saying anything, kind of as an acknowledgement, and then she walks out.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You find yourselves back out. We'll say, because I just had it as like an evening time in my head when you arrived, but I can't actually recall. So we'll say it's evening time, like 6, twilight hour around the corner.
That went great. I think we did a good job in there.
If there were a university course in going into a bar, I would say you most likely failed that course.
Oh, I think we did fine. Everyone was happy. No one.
I would have rather not have had to like play music and stuff like that. I would have
No one asked you to.
Well, you kind of barged in.
On that note, Lizana, can you think of basically maybe scouting around here? Because I do think
we gotta exercise caution, Bryleth, is what we're trying to say.
Oh, always.
No, you didn't. But okay.
Because are there vantage points where somebody could potentially shoot at us, or is there indication that there's hollow ground beneath us? Did we see a basement door in the pub? Anything like that?
We can certainly scout around. But I think maybe me and you and not all of us.
I have dual weapons proficiency. I have proficiency in martial
I'm getting the distinct feeling that y'all don't want me to be involved in this, but okay.
I think
it's not that. It's a matter of trying to practice discretion.
Okay. All right.
I think you could probably do some archaeology. A few blocks from here, I think I saw some really interesting rocks.
Did I see any interesting rocks coming in, Dan?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Not in this area of town. No, I'm gonna say
so
probably not.
Bryleth, knowing this is just going to. Okay, all right.
Are there any? Sorry. Are there any flowers nearby?
No.
Not really.
Okay. Dan, I'm gonna start stealthing and sneaking around to see if there's any vantage points I can, for sniping or whatever.
Okay. Hey, make a stealth check for me, Sinister, if you would, please.
So, what should I do?
Oh, so I talked to the bartender, and he was saying there's a lot of history with the houses
27
and stuff. Wow. Okay. So maybe research on that.
Well,
Lizana for
at nighttime.
Maybe you and Ashafar can kind of walk around and see what's going on with this place.
Yeah.
Ashfar at that point is gonna take Bryleth, but link her arm into Bryleth and let's just go for a walk. It's just with the dragon and just have a little stroll.
Okay, that sounds good. And she'll look back at the rest. Just be careful. Be safe, and don't. If you need anything, just call. Okay.
We will. And then at this point, of course, we're looking around, Zia and Lizana, and probably being where the hell did Sinister go?
yeah. The really high stealth roll is banned. Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Okay, well, we'll hear the music. Or somebody being wow, a celebrity. It'll happen. We'll be fine.
Nice. All right, so Sincere, you were successfully stealthed. Liaison and Zia, do you want to do any stealth and have any stealth involved with your search, or are you just...
So I have, I'll leave this up to you, Zia. I do have Pass Without Trace that I can cast if I need to.
I would do that if we're in a group.
Necessary.
I would think in a group that'd be better, though.
If it's just the two of us, I honestly, we came out in a big crowd. I kind of want to be seen a little bit potentially, because then we can see if we're being followed.
Okay.
But
Fair enough.
I'll leave that also up to you, because you
Well,
probably
I mean,
have more
that's
experience in cities.
that is a good point. Yeah, we can just walk around and just maybe not walk around stealthily, but like try not to make such a big scene of trying to look for anything that's out of place.
Okay.
Yeah, not opening up 2 doors to a bar and making as much noise as possible. I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Like maybe a 5-block, 10-block radius.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you're looking for things that seem out of place, and to see if you're being followed.
I would say generally, yeah. In
That-
addition to kind of keeping an eye out for, potential like escape routes if things get iffy.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Liazana, do you have anything else?
And any potential spots where like somebody that did want to spy on us could, like,
Okay.
behind the bar.
In that case, Liazana, please make an investigation check, since it's sort of specific things, and Zia, make a perception check to kind of take in those potential, if you're being followed and other dangerous areas and such.
Investigation.
Investigation for Liazana, perception for Zia.
I
Wait,
only
it,
got-
it rolls
12.
yours at disadvantage for some reason. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm drunk.
Oh, right. That's right. You're super drunk. I forgot.
This will be fun. I rolled an 18 for investigation.
Okay. Zia, coast looks clear. It doesn't look like there's anyone following you. I mean, even with that, you still have a 12, so you're able to gauge, a few potential areas to keep an eye on, should you come back around later tonight. Liazana, I'm sorry, what was it again? An 18?
18 for
Okay.
investigation.
So you pinpoint some areas that would make for great lookouts for you or whomever is going to watch over you all, where A, are good to check, make sure no one else is there, but B, they'd be really good vantage points to keep an eye on your friends and not be seen by the others. You find 3 potential spots like that with an 18.
Dan,
Okay.
would I have found a spot? Like, I'm trying to be above where they said they're
Mhm.
going to be.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make you are in the shadows.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
I am the shadows.
Nice. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check for me. We'll see if you find any other goodies.
Okay, I got a 19.
Okay. You find likely the same 3 spots. So you these are all higher vantage points where someone could with you looking higher, I'll say that you see the 3 that you see a couple of the ones Lee's on home, but the third one you find is actually effectively
I have
overall
superior
4th.
dark vision as well, so
Nice. So you find one that's a little bit further away than
Mhm.
what Liazana would detect. That would be another great spot to spy, but not be seen.
right. And I can shoot if I want to.
Nice.
Right? Okay, cool. That's where I would hunker down. I want to be wherever I can see and hear and be able to fire on them.
Okay, what's your just to make sure, I don't want to, let me just check your characters, your bow, your thing there, your weapon.
It's
Make sure I get the
crossbow,
range.
just regular
right.
crossbow. I think it's 60 to 120. I'm not sure. I think.
Okay.
Hold on.
Crossbow. A 30 and 120. So within 30 feet is your normal attack.
Mhm.
And then it's disadvantage between 30 and 120, and then it doesn't
Mhm.
fire beyond that. So you can't find one within 30 feet,
Mhm.
but you can find one. It's about 100 feet away. So you can still see with your superior dark vision,
Mhm.
having you even more removed. And you can shoot, but that would be a disadvantage.
All right, I'm fine. I'm okay with it.
Okay, neat. All right. Bryleth and Ashavar, you with linked arms, go through the city at twilight, much like the image here. In fact, as you're going through this area, you do find this very canal area. There seems to be some shipping that used to be done at one point right on this river that went through the park and over to the harbor and further up into, as you imagine, anyway, it heads towards according to the map, up towards the warehouse area. Apparently, it's not used any longer. One of those changes that the Great Houses has made in the past decade. So you see these things in some disrepair, and but it is still a beautiful scene as the sun's setting here, with the lanterns holding enough glow to dance on the water's surface here. There's a person going by in a boat, just moving some small amount of goods along the river. It does, it's nice scenery. You get a feel for the vibe here.
Nice. As they're walking, and I'll tell Sarah this because she's AFK for a second.
Okay.
As they're walking, Bryleth's going to use Skywrite.
Oh.
And write in the sky, hello, Staffney Island.
I just have to make a note. Excuse me a minute. Oh my goodness!
Did we see that?
Yeah. You know what? I think everyone's rolls. Yep, are high enough.
The one thing we said was to be discreet.
Oh my
Who
gosh!
did it? They won't know who did it.
And what does it say again?
Oh,
Hello?
Who did
it says, hello, Staffney Island.
Is there an exclamation point at the end?
No.
Okay.
Actually, yes, there is an exclamation point.
Okay.
With the love heart, with
a heart. Yes, around. Okay, so let me repeat for Sarah. Did you hear what I'm doing?
Sorry, no, I didn't. There was a cat aggro thing.
No, you're fine.
Oh.
Dan was saying that where we're walking is pretty much like the picture, like by the barge, which isn't used anymore. And what Bryleth did as you're walking is all of a sudden she will start like writing like above her. And she's skywriting, hello, Staffney Island, with an exclamation point and a heart around it in the sky.
Oh, that's pretty. Why'd you do that?
Just to say hello. I just like it here. It seems like a nice city.
Yeah. I mean, you're right.
Yeah. You don't think I should? You just say
Oh, no.
hello. We just got here.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly reasonable. Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you say hello?
Exactly. I'm just saying hello to the whole city. And since I have this new ability, I thought, why not? And just
I mean, once
look at it. I mean, it's probably like distorting a bit now, but
Yep, the wind's
Yeah.
taking parts of it.
it's
Heart
a
looks
ritual.
more and more like
It's
a butt.
It's a ritual, so she'll just kind of like go at it again. Let me
Okay.
just touch
The
this
heart,
up.
the butt goes back up to heart shape. Yeah.
Let me just touch it up a bit.
At that point, okay. How far above our heads is this
Oh, it's in the
skywriting?
sky. It's in the clouds. So like,
So pretty far.
yeah.
A couple hundred feet.
Look at it
at
up there.
least,
Like there's
yeah.
some birds flying. Look at the bird that flew through. Oh, it flew through the heart, Ashvar. Let me fix it again.
Oh my goodness.
You're such an artist, Bryleth.
I had a sibling that was more the artist in the family, but they taught me how to do hearts at least, and it's nice.
The L's start to shift next to the O, looking like
back,
a penis.
Back.
Okay. Anything else that Bryleth and Ashvar would like to do?
Nope.
Ashavar would like to use minor illusion to basically just create a slight rhythm around herself and Bryleth, like just like a little bit of a drum beat as they walk along.
Nice. Okay.
Whoa,
In
that's
time with
nice.
your pace.
Yeah,
That's nice.
and like it kind of increases in tempo as Bryleth fixes the
Okay.
skywriting.
With panic. It's pizza. Yeah.
That was not panic. It's
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
just,
No.
like
I really wish the others were here to see. I'm sure that they would love it.
I'm sure they would too. This
Yeah.
is great. Like
Yeah.
it's the best vacation ever.
Yeah, isn't it? I think it's a really exciting city.
Elsewhere, you all see this, including Cassius on the ship. He's just. I guess I've got to go into the city. Yeah.
So, I think between Zia and Liazana, Liazana probably sees it first.
Yeah,
Kind of looking at those vantage points.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you going to mention it to Zia or no?
You know what?
You gonna get Bryleth in trouble, Liazana?
Well, I feel
Jeez.
like Zia will see it eventually.
Yeah.
But she'll know that you saw it earlier and didn't tell her.
She's not gonna mention it.
Oh,
not gonna mention it?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
She'll notice it and she'll just kind of like give like that little like side smile, but she's not gonna say anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Sinister's looking up in the sky like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
Sinister, you'll probably notice it's just around the same time as Liazana. Yeah, you'll see it.
And then I'm gonna just send a message down to Liazana. Don't blame this on me. And give them, and then I'm gonna give the coordinates of where I am. Like, look, I'm over here. I'm gonna be watching out. So
Nice.
I didn't do it. I'm not with that. Okay, just so you know.
Zia's still blissfully unaware of the skywriting going on above for a little time longer before you look around and in the sky the penis goes back up to the 2 hells and you're like,
Yeah.
Wow. I wish I could cast something.
Liazana? Hey,
Yes.
Hey. So you remember when we said, Bryleth, be discreet?
Yes.
Like less than, I don't know, 10 minutes ago?
Yes.
You know, like less than like 600 seconds ago?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you notice the enormous sky penis? Is that what your little smirk was? Earlier?
I
You
have
noticed?
no idea what you're talking about.
You noticed and you didn't tell me?
I have
You
no
didn't
idea
tell
what
me?
you're talking about. That is some great art, though.
You know, I was going to suggest, this area's seen a really hard time and that we, stop into like a little restaurant and maybe get some food and like just talk for a little bit. But I wish Cassius were here right now. And Zia's just gonna walk off.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh. Awesome. So you head off, stumbling slightly with the drink in your system, the alcohol in your system, but nothing too bad.
I'm gonna lay down on the roof with my hands, watching the penis.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And just listen to see when they start their meeting.
Nice. Okay, yeah, the O drifts under the L and the butt comes down the top of the butt. It's like,
oh my God.
And then unceremoniously, our wonderful dragon has said bowel movement. And much to Bryleth's chagrin, it was not prepared for it. It was a temperature taking, just kind of when it had to go.
Yeah, change in temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bryleth is
ABs.
completely unfazed.
Okay, perfect. Well, that's a great place to take our bio break.
You prepped this right at the beginning of the session. You were like, I'm going to build this in the whole time. I'm honestly impressed.
Thank you. I'm getting more and more creative with my bathroom break.
Thank you.
I love
You're
it.
weak.
Awesome. So for anyone that doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. We'll keep our audio hot because we are. And but you'll be able to, so you can chat with us and such. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Catch you then. Yay. Boop. Oh my gosh. This has been like intense and exciting already, like with the calm emotions. That was brilliant. Like after kicking in the door.
Oh my goodness.
Full circle. All the
It was
different
chaotic
things.
today. I don't know.
The
I was
thing-
hoping
it's great.
I was hoping to do something because I was thinking like if she doesn't do calm motions, I was gonna probably do suggestion or cast darkness or
Oh.
something. I was trying to
Nice.
get a distraction so all eyes are on me, but no, they're like still beefing. I'm like, oh okay.
yeah.
Liazana was like full on ready to defend Bryleth as she had to.
Right? Oh, that use of the fart
mean, of
smell,
course.
like the
Yeah,
skunk
that-
smell.
that
right.
was good. That was well played.
Mhm.
Well
Yes.
played.
Mhm.
Yes.
This is
Finally
going
using my
on.
druid craft to my advantage.
Yes.
That's like
Nice.
I've
Skunk
never
for
used
you. That's beautiful. Yeah. And then Sinister disappeared into the night with
Yeah.
that incredible stealth roll. And,
He's got really good stealth. It's underutilized.
Mhm, mhm.
I wonder why he doesn't use it as much as he should.
Oh, awesome.
But yes.
Oh,
So
sweet.
hopefully it does. I'm just thinking the skywriting
Mhm.
and this is gonna end great. This is gonna be great. We're gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
It'll be fine.
That'd be
Fine.
fine. Yeah.
fine. All right.
I had to put it in my notes, and I'm like, I don't know what category to put this under for tonight's notes. It was like party antics or something like that. I named it.
Yes.
Well, party antics. I think Ashavar is going to try to mage hand the dragon poop off of Bryleth before it can hit her.
Right.
Oh,
See how that goes.
nice.
Wonderful.
Oh, we'll definitely rock a nice like a reaction deck something or
Wonderful.
That's so great. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna do my bio and I'll be right back.
Okey-doke.
Sun was just sky.
Oh wow, you changed your background. I like that. Oh, doggo, baby. Look at doggo.
Oh, it's
Yes,
a
yes.
Molly.
Here you baby. Here you baby. Look at you, sweet. She's so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, here you baby. I'm hoping to get my doggo soon. I'll get a doggo.
Oh, yeah. What kind of doggo?
I want another Boston Terrier.
Nice.
They're so sweet and smart.
My cat's
Yeah.
smart. He opened my front door.
Yeah,
Catgirl.
he's your cat is a genius. Cat is out here.
Well, I named him Garrus. That was my first downfall.
Yeah. There you go.
He's like, I must calibrate the door, Momther.
I must figure out how to leave to go to the corner store.
Oh, God. Little nerd.
Yes. He's very vocal too, from what I can tell.
Yeah, pretty much anytime you hear cat noises from my microphone, it's Garrus.
My cat barely makes noise. You barely hear her. Every now and then she goes, "Mm, mm, mm." I'm like, oh, she wants to go outside.
Ooh. All right.
So Molly has taken over my chair.
Oh,
So
she's
it is now canon that Liazana is multi-classing as a druid.
Yay.
oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And it's canon that Sinister is very sneaky.
Disappear.
That's not exactly canon. He's been sneaky the whole time.
Yeah. Mhm.
Can I have your back?
I wonder what Cassius is doing on the ship. He's like, I'm out here getting it, you know,
He's
like
shaking his head so hard on the ship.
Right.
So, yeah. Nice. All right, I'm gonna take down our BRB screen so we can chat with peeps while we
okay.
as we wait for Ashavar.
I'm just trying to get pretty. I like how Ashavar is like, yeah, that's really nice. Like
yeah.
She just likes pretty things, you
It's
know?
awesome.
yeah.
Why did you do that? I like the matter of
Why
fact.
did you do Why did you do that?
It's great.
Oh my goodness. I'm excited. I have a feeling we're gonna mess it up, but it's all good. It's such a good way.
Mm-hmm. This is a pretty exciting city. There's a lot going on here related to your things. There's a lot going on here completely unrelated to your things. So there's
Mhm.
plenty of trouble to get into.
Yes.
Things to fix, things to break.
Things. I don't know if Ashavar fixes things. She's a little feckless
Nice.
sometimes.
I like it. The best characters.
All right, I guess I'll put us back into it. You found your vantage points and everything else. Zia, do you feel before the hour's up and it's time for the meeting, would you want to come back or anything, or are you otherwise?
About how much time do I have?
Probably still a good 50 minutes, 45 at the least.
Okay. So Zia's probably gonna try to be keeping her eye out for whatever the Rustic District version of a 24-hour Waffle House is. And stop by for something quick, because she knows there's time.
All right, let's see. You find the ugly elderberry. It
Oh my God.
is a very small, almost a shack of a building, but there are 3 of them in the Rustic District, and they all serve the same sort of menu. Very, very quick, fluffy, warm food.
Quick, fluffy, and
Liazana
warm.
would probably go with her.
Oh no, I ditched you.
Yeah, she
Oh,
bounced.
never
Yeah.
mind.
I thought the plan was to find something like this together, but no. You had to not tell me about the sky deck.
Ah, okay.
She
Nice.
slided.
That's awesome.
I see how it is.
Sweet.
Oh dear.
Well, you follow the scents, Zia, as you smell, some crepes and waffles and just a bunch of some sweet, some savory, all fluffy, warm food out of the shack, and pretty nice. They have some cheap ale there if you want the ale. They have, other drinks and
Probably not looking to get drunker at this point,
nice.
but definitely now that we're away from Bryleth, I would like to have the most meat thing that you have. I want you to take all of the meat and I want you to meet it all together as much as you can. All of it. Just all of it.
All right, I can
Every
do
type
that.
of meat that you have, and actually, like if you need help, preparing any of the animals, please call me back. I would love to be personally involved in helping get it all ready.
I can't. Well, I will get that together for you. Sure. And they have like a meat lovers breakfast, meat lovers lunch, and a meat lovers dinner, and they just put it all like 3 plates. Yeah. donk, donk.
What are
Nice. Okay. It's a lot, and they set it down, not knowing you at all. And it runs about eight silver or so for.
Knowing that things haven't been going well here, I would definitely tip 100% on that.
Oh, you're
at the very least.
too kind.
And then
Oh,
and Zia's got her mouth full with every type of meat, is not using silverware at all. So it's just a full chipmunk. She's just
that's amazing. Awesome.
the cramming and everything.
Let me. I've been saving this. I'm not sure if it's on the. I'm gonna put it on the menu, but since you clearly love meat, I think maybe you are the person would you be willing to try this? It's supposed to be giant rabbit. Now I've never had it myself, but I'm gonna prepare some for myself, and then I thought,
where
maybe
did you
you
get
wanna
it?
try it? Oh,
Where did you get the giant rabbit?
I through my usual meat connections. I'm not really sure where they get it from, but I've had rabbit in the past, not giant rabbit, but I'd like to give you some on the house since you've been so generous and you clearly love meat.
Zia's gonna kind of look around a little bit and just triple check that Bryleth isn't there.
Yeah, Bryleth's
And
in a
be
different area.
Still cheeks full, it's just I would love to taste some of your giant rabbit.
Let me prepare it. And they're breaking apart the rabbit there, the legs off the joints, and then they do whatever. They're probably going to deep fry it and such. So, here you go. And they'll take some for themselves. Oh, that's even more flavorful. That's delicious.
Yeah, I always thought it would taste delicious.
What are your thoughts? Are you? Do you think it should go in the menu? Do you like it? Is it?
I wonder maybe if these giant rabbits are endangered or something. So maybe you can set up a farm for them.
I don't think that they're endangered. Because my supplier is offering them to me, but I can talk to my supplier if I suppose. It would be ideal to make sure a farm is set up so we can cook as many as we want, and my supply goes up. Demand.
Have them available as often as possible would be phenomenal. Do you have your supplier's card? Because I do have to go.
I don't. I'm sorry. I can write their name down for you and give. They come through about once a month. They so if you're here in maybe about 3 weeks' time, it'll come back through.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
Of course. And they take a little piece of parchment and scribble out a name, and some information. I don't know. I guess what could they really give you? There's no telephones, right? So I guess it'd be like, come back around, stop in. It's free. It's free to send. They're here the whole day when they're here. We barter and haggle and everything else. So 3 weeks from today, actually, and
Yeah.
I'll put you in connect. I'll connect you with them.
What's the name?
It is Sable, Sabel.
Okay.
Ugly elderberry.
Nice. Let's see. What would be a good last name?
Jarek.
Nice. Lasare.
Was there?
Mm-hmm. Ellie apostrophe Sare.
Is she humanoid?
Well, we don't know.
Mhm.
At this point, Dia's like, "Oh, I gotta get back," so I was probably not gonna ask.
Thank you
follow-up
again.
questions. Thank you.
See you again soon. We'll enjoy some more rabbit together. She waves around the giant
Yeah.
rabbit leg.
Dia's got probably one big mutton chunk.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to finish it before getting back.
Perfect. All right. So the time comes. So Sinister is perched carefully, keeping an eye out.
Yeah, he's got his daggers out too.
Okay.
Like he's like got him like in throwing distance. He's just like he's in his best Call of Duty stance. Like
Nice. You're actually almost across the street from the T intersection that runs behind the bar. Because you're about 100 feet away. So from here, really no one's gonna, should even think anyone would be able to see this far.
Yeah.
They've got a really good line straight down the alley.
And I can hear everything, right? So see and hear everything.
You could probably hear. You're 100 feet away, so you might not. It depends on how loud they're talking, but see definitely. Plus, you've got your mental connection in case you.
Yeah.
All right, Liazana, what are you doing as the hour rounds out and it's about time to come back?
This Theo decided to be totally offended and ditch me. I'm gonna go look for Bryleth and Ashabar and figure out where they're at and what they're going to do, because we need to figure out who's like actually all going to be there during the talk. Like if I'm actually gonna be down there or if I need to be like up high being the lookout.
Okay, so sorry, I caught everything with you trying to catch up with Ashvar and Bryleth to sort that out. What was the very last bit?
We need to figure out who all's going to be like actually talking to Wayland, and because I can be there or I can be up in a vantage point as a lookout. So either way.
Okay, so yeah, you find Bryleth and Ashvar as they're walking back from that river, circling back around, I would imagine, and then you can share those thoughts if you wish.
Hey.
Hey, y'all.
Everything good?
Yeah, so I did a lot of scouting around. I found some pretty good vantage points.
Oh.
If we need to, so like I'll know, we need to discuss who's actually going to be talking to Wayland.
Well, I doubt it'll be me, so.
Why do you say that?
Well, I mean, I'm not stealthy like everyone else. I just kind of I like to talk to people, and I mean, I don't really think, since we kind of, I guess, according to y'all, he was trying to kill me when I was trying to talk to him earlier. So I should probably not be there. I realize that, but I can help any other way that y'all need me to.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that situation kind of blew over once he figured out we were looking for him.
It was the calm emotion, but yeah.
I don't think it'll be fine if you want to be there.
I mean, it's up to the group. I guess whatever Zia and Sinister thinks. I don't want to, I think I made them upset. It's okay.
How? How do you think you made them upset?
I don't know. They seemed a little like, they didn't think that I knew what I was doing back at the bar. And I mean, I was just entering a bar. I mean, we didn't make a plan beforehand to go in stealthily, or at least not that I knew of. And so I just thought, hey, we're just going inside. And so that's what I did. And then, everyone was kind of like, oh, you got to be stealthy, Bryleth. We have to be careful. And, I was like, well, if you told me that, it's not the first thing that comes to mind when I go in places, is to be like, I need to be quiet. I was just having fun, but it's been a good time walking with Ashavar here. We've had a good time. Yeah.
Ashavar is going to pat Bryleth on the arm and be like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to have fun.
Well, I agree.
But, I guess maybe we could have done that a little bit better. I don't know.
I didn't know. No one told me that we had to go in quietly.
No, I mean, that's right. Nobody told you. And that shouldn't be on you. That's, as for like meeting with this Wayland guy, like, I can be off in the background if you guys need me. Like, I'm usually pretty good at talking to people, but sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I get nervous and it doesn't work out, but
You seem like an okay person. Sometimes people are mean and angry because, of things that happen to them. So, sometimes it's good to remember that.
Yeah.
But we can ask Zia and Sinister. They might want to go, and I don't think that we need it. Again, we don't need. I think you said we don't need everyone going in. So if they want to go in and talk, Sinister's good at talking. Zia's sometimes good at talking. You're good at talking. I mean, you talked to him before, and he seemed to like you. So you're a very likable person. So.
Oh, well. Just trying to take care of business. So I have no idea where Sinister went. He just kind of vamped after you left the bar.
Sinister, where are you? Mind link.
I'm in a quiet location, being really stealthy.
Sinister, I think we're kind of wondering how you're wanting to contribute to the Wayland situation.
I would like to be a casual observer, and in case you are in trouble, I'll be able to help you from afar. But I think it'd be super cool if you and Ashavar would go and talk to that Wayland dude, because you guys got like a personality thing that might win the day. And I think you guys are super cool. And while he's talking to them, he's kind of like sending inspiration through the thing and like opening up the group chat. Like, look, we all got to do our part to, where we fit in. And, it's not about how we start, it's how we end, right? And if we end like super dope, right, we can win the day. So, just keep your head up and stop writing dicks in the sky, and we'll be all right.
It wasn't
it was a nice touch.
It wasn't, well, I mean, that was that, but
maybe a little touchy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be in a quiet location off the top of you. I can totally see you, and in case something goes wrong, just move out the way is all I gotta say. I don't want you caught up in.
Should I do like I read some books of people being like sneaking into places.
All I want you to do is like if it goes hairy, just like pull into a dark alley so I can just like do a thing.
Should I dive and roll?
You should totally dive.
I think that's what they do in the books. They dive and roll.
You do a dive and make sure you look cool doing it.
Okay. All right. Sometimes they like bump into people that they know.
Don't.
And they roll with them.
No, don't do that. You save yourself. Always save yourself.
Okay. All right.
Ashvar, before I forget, can you do like a quick A dex check. We'll say dex save just in case you have a bonus to that. For the dragon poop earlier. I don't want to forget.
Oh,
Again.
oh right, yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I realized as I was saying, I'm like, oh, I should probably.
Wait, does this mean that there's a ton of dragon poop all over Bryleth, and Bryleth hasn't noticed yet?
Bryleth did not care, she said, but it depends on if Ashavar scooped it.
It's a 12.
Oh, I'm gonna roll for this explosive dragon poo.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness! Well, that's an 18, so clearly it was like a projectile thing.
Oh,
You smeared it.
So you caught some of it. There is a hand-shaped empty spot down Bryleth's back, but all around it, it did not hit the hand. It's the poo that splattered on her. But in the middle of that poo spray, a hand of clean.
I tried, Bryleth. I'm sorry.
What is it?
There.
You turn your head and you smell it immediately.
Carmine
Oh, she
Might have
smelled it
had a-
already.
might have had a little accident.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I think they said that that would happen at the. Yeah, it's fine.
Are you sure you want to meet with our contact covered in poop?
Well, I mean, let me see here. Dan, are we still by
Yeah.
the water?
Sure. Mhm.
How is it calm water?
Relatively, it's a little wind, but it's not choppy.
Okay. Is there a pier nearby?
Yeah, there's some small docks into it.
Okay. She's going to sit the dragon down the ground with the other two and go over to the water. And she's going to kind of kneel down, and if she can, like, smell it first. How does the water smell?
A little bit stagnant, little off, but it's not, like polluted or anything.
Okay. She's going to is there any rope nearby?
Yeah, there's different rolls. So it's kind of older rope that has been used in some time. It's got some dry rot and such.
Let me look into my inventory and see if I have any rope. I do. Okay, so she takes the rope out of her bag and she's going to tie it to something on the dock if there's anything to tie it to. And it's going to just jump in the water with one end of the rope, not saying just, I'll be right back. And then you see her going over to the dock and then tying the rope, jumping in the water, holding on to the other end of the rope that's not tied.
Ooh, fun. So you, from your point of view, you turn and you're kind of looking at everyone and you just, boom, you drop down underwater. And you see, some of the algae, some of the other things that have grown on the posts here.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you take a minute underwater. You just,
Okay.
Is that it? You're just like going underwater and coming back up?
Yeah, she'll come back up.
Okay. All right. You come back up.
Okay. I think it's gone.
Yeah, it's like 1/3 gone.
Ah.
1/3 gone.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it not gone?
Not
Bryleth,
quite.
Okay, she's gonna take her one of her because I think that she's wearing kind of like a like a cloak of sorts over and so she'll take that off and see if she can like kneel down into the water and clean it and like scrub it a bit.
Okay, that gets the rest of it a little for us.
Okay.
Dan,
So she'll
just
stand
check,
back up completely drenched.
Yeah.
How much time
I
is
got it
left
off.
before the hour is up?
They're gonna have to be pretty no, I guess that I'm backtracking time a little bit because that happened before and I forgot. So we'll say that it's probably 10 minutes or so to hustle back over for them with Lisanna.
Can I like druid craft like some wind to try to get some of the water to kind of dry off?
Sure.
Would
Yep.
that be possible? Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to well, not now, but later on. When we get there, I'll druid craft where maybe she smells a little nicer.
Wait, did that like affect Bryleth's hair at all.
Went from soaking wet to air blasted, partially
sure.
dry.
Sure.
So
I mean,
your
her
clothes
head's-
aren't dripping, but
Her hair's kind of in dreads, so it just looks a little bit fuzzier than usual. Yeah.
okay. Clothes are
She'll just
wet
kinda, like,
but not dripping. Oh,
Mhm.
good.
Try to
Yeah.
fix your hair up a little bit.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Nice.
I'm gonna pat the dragon on the head and just be like, "It's okay. It's not your fault.
Kind of lays its head
These-
down and
these
puts a
thing-
wing
th-
over you.
These things happen. It's, you know." And I tell him a little story about, you know, when I was a kid and I had an accident at school. And
That's amazing. I feel like I'm tuning in a name for this episode. Like it has to be something related. I'm just kidding. That's amazing.
Bryleth will go and put the dragon back on her shoulders and just
Oh,
kind of
okay.
give it a pat.
Or mine, like hearing the story kind of takes their head out from under their wing a little bit, feeling a little better, and then goes up onto the shoulders. Zia, were you heading back to meet up with them before they all went over, or are you heading directly over to the area?
So we have like less than 10 minutes left, right?
You've been approaching them, so you could meet them where they're at if you wanted to. But
Okay, 'cause
otherwise,
I don't know if I would know they were where they are, right? Because
No.
they're all at the pier right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I probably would go back to where Liazana and I were, and
Okay.
not seeing Liazana there would be like, well, okay, it's getting close, so I might as
I
well
was going
head.
to mind speak to Zia as well. Was
Oh, okay.
my next action.
Oh, all right, go for
Do
it.
both ends have to be okay with the communication?
Yeah,
and
yep. You can
approve it?
block convo out. It feels like a tickle, like you know someone's trying to get in. You kind of know who it is, so you can block out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk to Bryleth.
Hey, Zia.
Dead air.
Bryleth's going to nod at Liazana. I think Zia's bad. Here, you want to try reaching out to her and seeing where she's at?
Liazana's gonna try. She's like, Zia, why'd you ditch me?
I mean, Z at this point is like, I told you exactly why I ditched you, so it's not gonna respond either.
Oh, nice. Dead air.
Do I smell the meat? Because I'm probably getting hungry.
nice. No, unfortunately, you're pretty far away.
Well, I guess we'll go back to the site.
Think we should try to go back stealthily?
Okay, we'll
Ooh,
do.
All right.
If I can-
Stealthily.
I mean, if we're all wanting to do it, like I said earlier, I've got pass without trace.
Does that give us a bonus to stealth? Because I'm
Any-
terrible.
It gives you a bonus. So every creature I choose, including myself, within 30 feet of me, has a +10 bonus to stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means.
Okay, that's good. Because my stealth bonus is Garbo.
nice.
Y'all look over at Bryleth and looks completely different. She used disguise self.
Nice.
Okay, what does Bryleth look like?
Let me see. What can I do? Seem 1 foot shorter or taller. So she would seem like a foot
Do
shorter.
Brian.
I'm waiting to see. Is it a new character?
So more my height.
And
Ooh.
she will appear a bit overweight. So let's see here. Otherwise, the extended illusion is up to you.
Foot shorter, a bit overweight,
Uh,
still a furball.
I don't think it has to be a fur.
It
It just says
doesn't.
it
No,
has
no,
to
I
have the
was just
same
asking.
limbs. Like it
Mhm.
has to have the same
Yeah.
limbs as she does.
What would you like? Ooh.
Gosh, I don't know. I'm just gonna say because I can't think
Obese
of
drow.
anyone. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. So it would just look like probably like a human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll last an hour, so this should help.
Hmm.
I'm ready.
Cool.
That's all right. That okay.
Awesome.
So I guess we're gonna go ahead and head over there since we have to be there soon.
Yeah, let's do the thing. Nothing could go wrong.
And nothing can go wrong.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass without trace. on
Okay,
Saul.
may I please have Ashavar, Bryleth, and Liazana roll stealth checks and add 10 to whatever
Yes.
you roll. Zia, meanwhile, you'll get there a little before them. No one else is there. I'll say about that 10-minute mark is when you're able to make it back to that alleyway. So you've got like 10 minutes to prep or do whatever you'd like.
Cool. So the last time I was here, we were kind of looking at some couple areas to consider for like hanging out as vantage points. So at this point, Zia's like, okay, I'm not approaching. I'll just hang back and throw a knife into somebody's back if I have to.
Okay.
But, you know, I'm sure they've figured it all out. So they're clearly capable of doing it as a group. So
Nice.
just hang back.
I want to talk to Charlie.
Okay. Do you want to find one of those nooks then, Zia? What were you saying? Like one of the area? Okay. There's one that's actually like just above the alleyway, in between two structures on the building adjacent to the alleyway that has a canopy and everything, so you can just kind of like peer right down.
Perfect.
And
I
then-
don't even have to actually like kill them on purpose. I can just accidentally drop a knife.
Yeah. Oops. Nice.
Oh wow, I'm so sorry. I was cleaning my silverware outside on my deck, and one of them just got away from me.
Beautiful. All right. So Sinister, you're set up 100 feet away across the street. With your vision, you're able to see everything there. Dark vision, superior dark vision, rather, you're able to spot. Zia, you're just above.
I want to set Charlie or Charles and Charlie across, so in my blind spot, so he can tell me what's going on.
Oh, okay. You
Like,
want him like
where
up
I
with
can-
you, watching your back, or you want him down there?
Down there
Okay.
with them.
All right, he's just
Where I can't
invisible. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm.
All right, perfect. Okay, so Ashavar, what'd you get for your stealth, including the plus 10? Don't forget.
21.
Ooh. All right, Bryleth.
21.
Oh, Lizana.
29.
Oh, okay. Great. The three of you stealthily approach the Matchbox. There's, an alleyway to go around behind. If you want to head down, who's doing what now that you've quietly arrived? Blending in with people, taking back paths. You approach from a different direction in another dark alley, seeing where you're supposed to meet around the corner.
So, as just for player knowledge, as long as y'all are within 30 feet, the spell lasts for an hour. As long as I'm concentrating on it.
Okay.
Try not to get hit.
Mhm.
Ashavar's gonna just say like, maybe I don't mind going in first just to see what's going on, and like y'all can come behind me if I need it. Like I'm generally pretty good at talking to people, so like.
So you're going to talk to him by yourself?
Was that a dream?
Yeah, like at first maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
That sounds. I'm okay with that. Yeah. And then if you need me to come in, I'll drop this, and so that way it's not like, who's this? Whoa,
Well, I mean, I know what you look like now, and also before. It's a little disconcerting, but
Sure. Yeah.
I'm dealing.
Yeah. Okay.
You doing all right?
I mean, as long as we all stick together, I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm right here below you. Okay.
Do you know what Zia was supposed to be doing?
Everybody, you try and get some rest.
I think-
No.
I haven't tried to talk to Zia in a little bit. I don't know where she is.
She ditched me. She got really mad.
Yeah, she doesn't. I think she's upset with me too. I don't know why, but okay.
And see, of course, you hear all this because they're around the corner.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Ashavar is gonna step into the alley and
Okay.
for the meeting.
Okay.
And I've given Ashavar and Liazana inspiration. So
All right. So Ashavar, you round the corner. Liazana, Bryleth, I'm sorry, you're staying behind around the corner?
Yeah, around the corner.
Okay.
Watching.
As long as I'm within 30 feet of both of them.
Okay. So Ashavar, you just kind of go around the corner so that you're still
Like edge around a little bit, you know.
Mhm.
Currently the alleyway seems empty, but you're effectively right on time, so maybe they're running.
So I don't see them, or do I? If I detect magic.
I think detect magic's only going to catch you 30 feet.
Yeah.
But
Well, and it can't be tracked by magical means either.
Oh,
So I don't-
the plus 10.
Pass it.
But you do.
Pass that trace.
Yes. Make, I guess. They do walk into vision now.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to hide Ashvar. Are you still remaining like stealthy as you go around, or you kind of like?
No, I'm
here.
not trying
Okay.
to hide as I round the corner.
Okay. So while you're still moderately stealthy, you are, out and about. So Sinister, you do see from the edge, from the right at the end of the alleyway, Ashavar rounds, and it just
okay.
takes, a handful of steps, half a dozen steps toward you in this alleyway. Currently, no one else. Anyone want to
I
do
just
anything?
sent a message to Ashavar. You got this, girl. Be excellent.
You can do it.
Okay. Well, a couple minutes are going to go by without hearing anything. No one showing up. It is, again, we don't have watches, right? But it's roughly the time that they said. So you wait a few minutes until Sinister and Zaya, you see walking out of the crowd. I mean, there's not a huge crowd, but walking off the street with a few other people separating the half-elf that you saw earlier in the bar that you believe to be Waylon. Rounds the corner and heads down, ducks quickly into the alleyway, but not in a super stealthy way, enough to show he's there and not, being sneaky or anything. So Sinister, you see them, head down the alley away from you towards Ashavar. Zia, you see them coming in from the left with Ashavar on your right as you're looking down. The other two around the corner on your right, Zia, that you heard from a little earlier. Okay, Ashvar, this individual walks up and comes maybe like 2/3 of the way down the alleyway. That's fairly dark. As dusk has passed and it's pretty dark outside, aside from some moonlight that gives enough illumination to light his face, so you can recognize him. Oh. Right. The wind. Right. So, is it just you then?
So Ashvar is not real sure like how covert she has to be, so she's going to be like extra covert, and she's going to talk to him in his brain and give him the ability to talk back to her.
Oh, okay.
And she's going to be like, I have two friends around the corner, and they're friendly as well, but like we just want to talk to you, like.
And he'll reply back. Oh, sorry. Did you have more? Go right ahead.
No, that was it.
Oh.
That was it. That was the thing.
He'll reply back to Yash. But, all right, good. It's Fane. However, you wish to roll with it. If Ali sent you, I'm sure you're all Fane. I do have information to pass. If it's all right, this is perfect. I'll send it to your head, and you can send it back.
You can relay any information you need to me, and I can relay it back. Like there doesn't actually have to be any words said like
Oh.
out loud. It's a funny thing.
Perfect. And he's sort of practicing this in his head, saying it to you in from his mind. Well, I can't say I've ever. Now this is covert. I like this. Right. Well, where to start? I found some information on your Order of Spectres, of course. And it's strange being able to speak so freely about this. This is going to make things much easier. And of course, the technology that Ali's had me keep my ear to the ground for. Let's start with that, since that's what I'm being paid for, first and foremost. Well, there's the technology itself has. I don't know if it was discovered here or brought in, but it's here, and it's going up for a private auction. And that's the word I have. It's bound to happen in just a few days' time. 2 nights from tonight. Supposed to... It's private in that it's just for the rather elite members of the society here.
Interesting.
They're typically... they, of course... get very creative with ways to spend their money, because they can't just spend it on, food and housing, right? They have plenty of that, so I can't be bothered to spend it on people.
They can't be bothered to spend it on helping people,
Right.
like cover their lives and stuff.
Exactly.
She's saying this in her mind to Waylon.
Nice, yeah. Oh.
Little. There's a little bit of a bitterness to her thoughts. She's like, "God damn rich people."
Nice, yeah. Exactly, right. Well, so they have these fairly regularly, these private auctions, and they usually send they don't go themselves. Typically, they'll send some rather powerful people, delegates, if you will, in their stead, to procure the goods at this type of auction. So I have word on location, and that's not tomorrow night, but the night after. Earlier I left a map, one of the city maps there, with a location marked on it. It's under the crate, that half-busted crate crate to your right there, and you kind of look over, you see a little edge of one of those newer maps, fourfold maps sticking out from that. After I'm gone, please just take that, and it'll put you in the right direction. It has information. There's, of course, a password, which I procured and written down there. You can have up to 6 people there. So I don't know how many are in your crew altogether. It doesn't have to be 6, but 6 is the maximum when going in place. Now, you're actually going to be there on behalf of the not the Sunrays, but one of their holding companies also holds a fair bit of sway here on this island, and you're going under their name on behalf of them.
Okay.
But all the information's there. The Order of Spectres, I have to say, is... Well, first, it's fairly difficult finding any information on them. Yeah, I mean, how familiar are you with this order? And you know what you're digging into, right?
Out of character, I don't think I'm very familiar with them at all.
They're pretty secretive, yeah.
Yeah. So, Order of Spectre, that sounds fancy.
That's a word. Well, they're highly secretive, exceedingly, I might say, deadly, efficiently deadly. They're not Narcy folk. Or sometimes they're hired to take as mercenaries, but mostly they do their own work, very covert stuff, and typically, if it's either precision killing, or if they're paid to make it, they have no qualms with doing really dirty work. So please be careful. Just asking about, can bring them down on you. The only bit of information I've found is that there's word of a former spectre, one that's gone mad. Now, I don't know if it's 100% true. This is just the information I could gather. Out in the old asylum, out in the... Oops, I zipped past it. The lower district, you can find the one that you might be looking for. Name's Galen Yesra. He's been there for some time. In a really nice, comfortable, cushy wing of the asylum. It might be a wee bit difficult getting. You might have to talk your way in versus breaking in or anything. I didn't have enough time to build you any good reason or resources for getting in there, unfortunately. But that's the word. They're currently there for their own good, as it is. I don't know what information. I don't think it'd be too difficult to be a visitor there for him, but getting information from him might be difficult, as I don't think he's in his right mind currently. But that's the lead I have. A former spectre. I hope that's helpful. I'll continue to keep my ear to the ground for that, in case anything else comes up. But
we appreciate you.
Thank you. Let's see, what else is it here? That's pretty much everything I have. Now, do you have any questions for me? Anything I can help? Information I can give you about the city to help you familiarize yourself with any of the important people or any of the ways they go about handling themselves.
Actually, is there a higher class that we could, I'm not going to say undermine, but are there people that make things difficult for the poor in this city?
It's tough to say. There's these great houses of Staffney, as they're called, and they were for centuries. But some of the newer, a whole new generation's taken over, and they're still. I think they've just been raised to be in competition with one another, and they're all out to prove themselves, I think. So those are the ones that have the potential to do great. A lot of good for the people here in Staffney, but they've been failing them since the past decade or so. There's the Bowridge family, run by Demiria Bowridge. There's the Blakesley family. What's the lad's name there? Carrion's the new leader of that. There's the Atwoods. RL is they run that. Oh, let's see. There's the Kensingtons.
Seems like there are a lot of houses.
There are 5 in total.
Oh.
There's plenty of lesser ones, but these are the 5 great. The Kensington there is run by Silmar. That's their name. And then there's Von Sutcliffe. And that's Tariana. Tariana von Sutcliffe runs that. Those are the 5 great houses here.
Well, Ashvar is gonna bow and thanks. This whole like exchange is taking place like without any actual words said.
So I'm tripping. I know sisters like, what is going on?
They're just staring at each other for everyone else
Just
watching.
like,
Yeah.
This is so tense.
But thanks to the mind link or whatever the communication devices that we have, she's relaying everything back as it's being told to her.
Nice.
So
Right,
So now
info's going
we've-
out there.
Dan, what was the name for? Okay, so I missed the first house. I have
Oh, sorry.
Blakesy, or yeah,
Let me jump back. The first one is Bow Ridge, is the last name.
Bow Ridge.
Delmiria is that she's running that house. Delmiria Bow Ridge. Then there's, I'll just use their first names first. Kyrian Blakesley.
Blakesy. Mm-hmm.
Aurel Atwood.
Mm-hmm.
Silmare Kensington.
Silmare. I put Phil Mayer.
Nice.
Okay.
And then the last one, Dan.
Tyriana von Sutcliffe.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Got a
Okay.
little Vaughn in there. Okay.
Ooh, fancy.
but yeah, so we've got information about an auction that is happening. Sorry, it was a little bit of information overload, so if I'm not paraphrasing it right, let me know. Like, there's an auction that's happening,
Ooh.
and we should probably be present for it, I'm thinking.
Absolutely.
Okay, so how much time do we have to get ready for the auction?
2 days.
I think we should.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh wait,
I
was
think-
that all transmitted as all to the mind link when you were doing that earlier, or are you explaining this to us now? Matchbox?
I'm explaining it to you now, and
Okay.
also I'm gonna bow to Waylon and say, like, I need to confer with my allies. I apologize. I'm probably going to be a little bit distracted for a little bit.
Sure.
If you have anything you need to do, please.
I'm gonna
feel
go
free.
get a drink. I'm here and around most days, so if you need me, just stop back in. We can set up another, this.
Chat.
I want to appear behind Ashavar, like jump down out of the shadows when he's gone.
Okay.
And then I'm just like, did you say houses?
Yeah, there's apparently a lot of them. I didn't quite honestly. I really hope that Bryleth wrote them down because I did not. There was a lot.
I think if we influence one of the houses, we could have an advantage at the auction.
Maybe.
Yeah, especially if we could extort them. I mean,
What would we extort him with? We don't have anything.
oh, we could always find stuff. They always have secrets and things. We
So-
could find it.
I think maybe it's a good idea. Well, at this point, I guess Zia would jump down and just be like, yeah, maybe we should be talking about this somewhere more secure, like the ship, maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah, you're okay. I was worried something happened to you.
we're fine. I think there's a lot of information that was relayed, and I'm just excited. There's houses, there's auctions, there's rich people. There's
I agree. Maybe we should go back to the ship and
That's
just
fun.
reconnoiter.
it's so
I
fun.
think so.
I just
too.
I got excited. I just heard parties. I want to go to a party so bad.
Oh, dude, fist bump on that one.
Let's go. Boom.
Yeah.
Mm. Just, I just
Are we-
heard that. I got excited.
Are we going to stay in the cities one night?
I believe so. Well, why don't we, I'll send Charles and Charlie to tell Cassius and whoever else wants to come, I guess, off the ship that we're going to be staying at.
Have we gotten a room? I don't think we've gotten rooms
We-
yet.
I don't want to stay in this side of town, though.
No, I don't want to stay in this site. No, I mean just in the city, to experience, to not just have to go back to the ship, even though, we've spent so much time on the ship, but it'd be kind of
Why
nice.
wouldn't you want to
Oh,
stay
that's fair.
here? It's perfectly fine. Like, it'll be cheaper here anyway.
Actually,
Fleas.
Stay here.
Our
I mean-
contact is here.
There's garbage in the streets and fleas, and I don't know. We don't have to. We can go to maybe the merchant district.
Sinister.
Yes.
There's a really good live music joint next door. I think we should stay here.
I don't want to stay with the flea. Okay.
They have, and I quote, hurdy-gurdies. I've never heard
What?
one of those things, but I think we should check it out and maybe maybe stay here. Like, I think, like, you and I are used to the high life, like the fancy sheets and
Yes.
the wine and whatnot. But like sometimes when you have a night or two when you're just staying in the lower aspects of society,
Why
learn
would you
things
want that?
about your music? Like,
No. Okay, God, no. All right, yes, okay. I
you
want to
learn
know what
drama, you learn pain, and you learn
Ugh.
how to channel it into your performances.
you had me at hurdy-gurdies. I know all about pain. Jesus.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I forgot you don't have Jesus in this world. All right.
No, what is that?
Yeah, you don't.
Is that a form of, is that a kind of cheese?
I'll let you believe what you want.
Yeah, but basically we're gonna stay around here, I guess.
What's a
Okay.
hurdy-gurdy again?
It's a twisty thing, and it makes wonderful noises.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, let's go.
Awesome. All right. There is, it's another tavern, but they also have an inn section, and they're maybe just a few blocks away, about 4 blocks away, called the Faded Glass.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, this sounds like a fantastic place to build some
Um,
experiences.
as far as you picked up that map, right?
I had the map. Here you go.
Okay, cool. Great.
Okay.
Well, Bryleth, looks like we have another heist in our hands.
Mhm.
Yes. You're excited, Bryleth?
Yeah, I'm a little tired, but it's been a long day, and yeah, it's all right.
Are you? Oh, wait a minute. Are you still the fat dude?
I know she probably would have dropped that whenever. Yeah.
Oh, because that would have been. I
That would
wouldn't
be
have
great.
recognized you.
And who is this?
But you just pick up
Who is
somebody,
carrying our
like,
dragon?
What happened to Bryleth? Did she die?
He drowned
Oh,
trying to
no.
watch dragon crap off her.
And then at that point, like, Izzy would have been like, "Oh, of course."
Bryleth, you all right? Maybe you should send your cloak for cleaning or something.
I got it cleaned off. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
The water seemed okay.
Okay.
So how much is a room at the end?
Oh, jeez. It's like 5 copper a person.
Oh, these
Oh,
are the cheap
perfect.
ones. Can
I
we?
told you we were gonna save so much money.
We don't need to save money. I mean, honestly, we could live. This
There-
is not living.
Yeah,
No,
you-
this is living.
I used to sleep in the forest for weeks on end with nothing. Like,
Why would
this-
you do
this-
that to yourself?
This is the high life.
This is not.
This is living. I'm not
Is
even
that
gonna
a
get
rat?
attacked by a bear in my sleep.
Is that a rat?
Probably is. Liazana, what are your thoughts on this whole ordeal?
I mean, I don't care.
Honestly, I have an image to uphold. I'm a celebrity.
Yes. Counterpoint. Sometimes celebrities go down to where their fans are and deal with uncomfortable circumstances.
Oh, wait a minute. I might do something, Dan.
Okay. Caleb. Bryleth has an unexpected explosive. Oh, no, just kidding.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we interesting.
Why would I
Okay.
do this?
Bryleth's going to kneel down into the street
Okay.
and take out some sticks, some marked sticks out of a bag,
Okay.
and begin to kind of shake the bag, hold it in her hands, and lower her head and close her eyes. And she's casting augury, basically.
Oh, okay.
So she's going to cast the sticks into the street.
Mm-hmm.
She'll put the light cantrip on her stick so that way she can see if there's not very good lighting here.
Mm-hmm.
And so receive an omen from another really entity for the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. And as she's after she, before she casts the sticks and she's holding in her hands, she's basically praying to her god of, and asking, and also kind of keeping the sticks in mind and asking if they will be safe staying in this part of town tonight. Sleeping in this part of town tonight.
Okay. That's pretty direct. So you'll get a pretty accurate answer. Will you be safe sleeping in this? You receive the answer, wheel. For good results.
Okay, so you see Bryleth doing all this, and so she gathers the sticks and put them in her bag, and as she's doing that, she'll look up. We're gonna be okay. I just asked, and everything seems to be, and she stands up, I think everything's gonna be fine. If we stay in this part of town, if we sleep here.
Is it wrong to wish for an omen? I mean,
Well, we didn't get one though, Sinister. I think Sia's right. I think we'll be fine.
Zia kind of looks at Bryleth and is like, okay, we're working back up. We're working back up. So how many rooms are we getting, Bryleth?
I want the fanciest room.
I wouldn't flash your cash too much in this neighborhood.
God damn it.
I just want a room. I'll pay for a room on my. I mean, it's cheap enough. We can all get rooms if there's enough.
Yeah, I think so.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't want a room with liaison or anything. And then Zia will turn before looking back for a response and be like,
Are you waiting to bunk up with someone, Liasana?
I mean, we can bunk up. I mean, I think if we bunk up, it might look better than if we got our own rooms, because if we got our own rooms,
That's
it
a good
would look
idea.
like we have money.
Okay, all right. So me and Liasana are staying in the same room together. Ashvar, do you want to stay with us too?
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, nobody wants a room with me. Fine. Okay.
Yeah, we can all room together if we want to.
No, it's already been said. You've already made.
Maybe it'll look more. Maybe it looks suspicious if we're all rooming together. She looks at Liasana.
Maybe
Should we split up the rooms?
oh my god.
The feeling is gone already.
We're very
Well, I
bad
mean-
at planning these things.
If we're all in the same room and something happens, I mean,
I've got some
Pretty good.
pitons that we can stuff under the door.
I figure if we get the biggest, the wealthiest room, we all could sit together.
but
Okay.
then if something happens, then
Then we're all together. Yeah, that's
we're all
Okay.
together.
I'm gonna go and get a
Yeah.
room right now. So she'll go in and get a room.
No, wait. That's
Okay.
how you did this before. Let's
I'm just
go
buying
together.
I'm just getting a room, Sinister.
Let's do it together.
Staying together.
Yes.
I don't,
Let us all.
I don't think
be-
that we should all stay together. I think I agree with Liasana. I think
No.
that we should. So why
I
don't
don't think we should.
why don't-
At least 2 or
why
3
don't-
rooms.
Why don't y'all get a room together and then me and Liasana can get a room together?
That sounds good. I mean, I think
I
that
already-
if we
Okay.
all marched in we're
I'm gonna go in because I'm getting a room by myself. And the next pair
I
can
don't
come
even
in
want
after
to
that.
be here.
And the next pair can come in after that.
I don't even
We'll
want to
be
go to
fine.
this dirt motel.
But we only have 30 minutes for your like how long does your thing last, right? Your augury, whatever.
Oh, I
you were
just
doing?
cast it and just happened, so I don't know.
If I'm going to be in this dirt, people,
She
if
really
I'm going to be in
wouldn't.
this dirt
That's
room,
awesome.
I don't want to be by myself.
Well,
I'll
I
stay
do
with you,
wanna be by
Sinister.
myself.
We can jam. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Zia, you head in
gonna go
first. Okay, you head in, and they here's a room, and they knock open one of the rickety doors in the bottom level. There's a cot. There's room for the cot, and maybe like another smaller cot-ish sort of thing. Pile your clothes on and stuff. Very
Phenomenal.
rudimentary.
Perfect.
Yeah. Mhm.
The amenities here look great.
Nice. Thank you. There is a lock in the door for all the good. I mean, it's like a super chintzy lock, but it's
It's
Pete
definitely
Thompson.
gonna lock. And then if is there like a chair or anything like that in the room?
unfortunately not. Sorry, it's
Nothing
just,
that I can like jam underneath.
It's
doorknob or
probably only like 6 foot wide by maybe like 8 foot room. It's very small. It's the cot that you lay down on, and a little tiny table cot that's like this tall that you put your
Okay, I'm
clothes
gonna
on.
take
So-
the table cot and
Okay.
push that up against the door.
Okay, neat. All right,
Something
the
like
next
that,
two
probably.
in.
Why
Nice.
didn't Zia get in trouble for going in by herself?
Zia does what Zia does.
Let's go in.
All right.
Let's go inside.
You guys, you and Liazana go get a room, and we'll me and Sinister will fall behind you.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the plan. Yeah. So I'm going to get a room. Pay the 3 copper.
Yeah. Well, we just have the 2 rooms left, so.
Yeah,
You sure
we're
you don't
sharing a
want it
room.
separate? All right.
No.
It's just the one cot, and he opens up the door, and it's one cot and little tiny cot to put your clothes.
It'll be okay. It'll be fine.
All right. Leave you to it, and he shuts the door. Same setup.
Oh,
as
he took
Zia's.
us up? Okay.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's a low bottom floor, just after Zia's room.
It's a
on the
bit
left.
smaller than what I thought, but I think we can make it work. And she'll kind of like get on one side of the bed and just kind of like, try to leave room.
How big is this bed?
So it's really if Bryleth lays down on her back, her shoulders just about touch both sides of the cot.
She'll
There's
lay
a
on
little
her
room.
side. She'll lay on her side. Oh, well, that doesn't work. And she'll go on her side. Okay, well, and she'll kind of put the dragon down. I guess I'm sorry. There's not, maybe you can lay at the end of the bed.
I mean, I can lay on the floor if I need to.
No. She's talking to the dragon. She's talking to the
Oh,
dragon,
okay.
not
Sorry.
to you.
The dragon
to
climbs
you.
up on like your close little cot. It's just the right size. Well, I mean, it's a little small for them,
Okay.
but they still.
Yeah, I think there's
They
enough
nestle
room.
in there.
And Bryleth is laying on her side on the as getting to the close to the edge of the cot as she can.
Lisanna?
She's gonna be super flush in the face. Are you sure, Bryleth? Are you sure?
Yeah, me and my I mean, do you think that we had 15 beds back at the house? No. Oh, no, we had to share beds sometimes. Especially like when my other siblings would get like scared of thunderstorms, like the younger ones, or and then my older siblings started having kids, so then they would have to stay in the bed. So this is fine. It's okay. I'm very good, and she's kind of seeing this over her shoulder. I'm very good at staying in one place. I don't turn around. I don't kick. I can just stay right here, and you won't even know that I'm in the bed. She turns back around. Are you getting it? Here, and out of her bag, she'll even pull like a little blanket. Like, here, I have a blanket.
She's going to very tentatively and slowly start climbing into bed.
Okay.
Bryleth.
All right. So, Bryleth, did you say you're turned away from the side of the bed that Liazana's
Yes.
getting? Okay, because
Yeah.
it's sort of up against the sidewall, right? So you're sort of
Okay, well
turned
then
and
if
you're
it's
against
up
the-
against the sidewall, then she would turn the other way.
Okay. So back to the sidewall. You're facing.
Yeah.
You're watching Liazana as Liazana comes in. Liazana, which way are you laying? Are you facing Bryleth or away?
You're making us give a lot of information about this
It's
stand.
weird, isn't it? Like I need to help visualize it.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, sure you do.
Yeah.
Um,
This is the only closest I experience in my life. It's vicariously through you.
Same.
Oh Jesus, that is a mood.
Oh, that's awesome.
Come on, and she'll pat the side of your like that side of the bed.
Mm.
Come on.
as she climbs in, she's going to climb in facing Bryleth.
Okay. It is a snug as a bug fit, but at least, there's some comfort and warmth from, the body heat.
And
And
after
such.
after she's in bed for like a couple of minutes, and Bryleth's
Yeah.
just kind of like looking at her, like smiling. She's
Mhm.
gonna like not tickle her insistently, but just give like a little like pinch to like her side, like a little tickle, little tickle pinch, and got you. Okay. Good night.
Good night.
And she'll close her eyes.
Okay. All right. Well, the two of you are able to fall asleep. Of course, Bryleth is up here, so I picture Liazana like in like the neck area, all like perfectly cozied in like puzzle pieces.
Sure you do.
yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm half sorry. All right, so the two of you are off for that, and then Ashvar and Sinister, are the two of you heading into this establishment?
Yep, might as well.
Okay.
Now I need a roof over my head for the night.
We've got one more room.
Don't mind my friend here.
Husband.
My husband. Yes.
Mhm.
We're gonna need your last room. I'm sorry. I know that it's been a busy night for you, but my husband here needs his beauty rest.
Sure.
So.
Honeymoon suite it is, and he opens up another room that's exactly the same as the previous two. It has the one cot, yeah, and the little one for clothes.
He lets out an audible gasp, like, what?
So once they get into the room, Ashvar is gonna like go into her like bag and like pull out 3 pitons and like shove them under the door. And
Perfect.
she actually has a hammer too, and she's gonna hammer them into the door so that
You hear ting,
nobody can
ting,
open
ting.
the door from the outside. She's like, okay, we're safe. It's all good.
I've had better lodgings in the barracks when I was in martial school. This is
You got to adjust for what you got. Like, there was this time that I went to a show and I had to be teleported into my room because it wasn't safe to go up the stairs. So,
all right.
So it'll be fine. Like, we got the pitons and they're snug in there, and I'm sure it'll be fine.
If he can ritual cast Leoman's tiny hut if he wanted to, and it makes it bigger. More room in there.
Nice.
Listen, Ashvar, this is usually my morning. You can sleep on the cot. I will trance over here.
Okay.
And then he just opens up Rhodey, and Rhodey's like getting all the lavish scarves and blankets. And I guess I'm roughing it. And then, bring me my grapes, please.
Nice.
So Ashvar goes to the cot and like throws a blanket over it, and like she usually wears this like kind of long billowy dress, and she just kind of curls herself up into it and just like conk
Out.
completely, just like out.
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
awesome.
up and looking out the window, waiting for the sun to come up so I can go to sleep and watching the street. Like, this is garbage, but all right, we're roughing it.
It's experience.
Okay. As Rhodey's popping cheese and crackers into my mouth. Okay. Right. Experience.
And we get to go to an auction tomorrow. It's fine.
Yeah.
In
I
2
can't
days.
wait. Do you know what you're going to wear?
I'm asleep.
Oh, okay, bye.
Awesome. Good night. All right. Very cool. Well, let's see. Well, you have all of this. Gosh, I'm gonna say everyone gets a good night's sleep. Is there anything any of you want to do as before morning breaks?
No.
I want to make sure there's no fleas in my hair and
Nice.
that
Check
those
out.
pitons are still stuck in place.
Yep, they got hammered in good. Their doors secure.
I
All
hope
right.
Ashavar's strong enough to pull them out, because I'm not.
Oh, she's also got a crowbar, so
Perfect.
I would say, for what it's worth, that Bryleth lied about being able to stay in one position. So
Nice.
I mean, she thinks that she can stay in one position. Like, she remembers waking up, but like doesn't mean that she. So she'd probably. So Liazana probably wake up next morning with like Bryleth having her arm over Liazana, or like just kind of like sprawled in a weird position, like around Liazana.
Oh.
Aww.
And again, she's furry, so she's very soft and warm. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, everyone's able to get a good night's rest and a good trance. And each of you wakes up. Zia, of course, being accustomed to this is a really good night's sleep. And Ashavar out like a light and wake up nice and recharged, and Sinister after
Just
your
some
trance.
morning wine.
Nice. Yeah, Rhodey gets you some morning wine.
Good morning.
And Bryleth and Liazana. Yep, Liazana, you wake up sort of like half a leg up on your leg and an arm across, you from Bryleth. Soft
She's still
breathing
out.
in your
Hair is just like, yeah.
She's not moving.
Oh.
Liazana's not moving.
Okay.
You have to transfer 4 hours, so the whole time you're just like sitting.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Not moving.
In that case, Bryleth, when you wake up, you you find yourself sort of lapped over Liazana.
Oh.
Liazana, are your eyes open, or are you like pretending to be asleep, or just like relaxing?
I would imagine if she would have like turned over at some point in the night, so like facing away from her. So she'd be facing away from her whenever she's like got her arm and leg kind of over her. So she'll pretend like she's asleep, but she's awake, of course.
Yeah. Bryleth will wake up and she'll immediately like sit up. Just be like, oh, Liazana, I think it's morning. I think it's time to go. Is the dragon still here, Dan?
Yep. The person
Okay.
set up, hearing you speak,
Liazana, are you awake?
hops down, walks around.
She's gonna like pretend like she just woke up. Oh, well, I am now. Morning.
She's like literally like 5 inches. Like, I think it's morning time. So I think we should probably go meet the others for breakfast or something, right?
Yeah, definitely. Let's definitely do
Okay.
that.
She'll give you like a pat on the shoulder and kind of start getting up. Well, she'll sit up and like I guess wait for you to get out first since she's against the wall. So.
Oh,
Whoa.
let me get out of your way, and she'll like.
Oh, you're
Stand
never in my
up.
way, Liazana. It's fine. Did you sleep okay? She gets the dragon, puts on his shoulder.
I mean, I tranced okay. It was good.
That's right. How long do you have to sleep?
Only 4 hours.
Whoa. Huh. That's not very long. I know we were in bed longer than 4 hours. Did you sleep longer today?
Yeah.
That's all right. It's okay.
I might have.
Okay. Well, good. You must have needed it. You must have needed it. Okay.
It's been a long time. Lots of stuff going on. You want
It's
to go
been
eat?
fun. It's been fun hanging out the past, day or so.
Yeah. Yeah, it has.
All right. Well, let's go get some breakfast.
Sounds good.
All right. Bryleth will open the door, and as they're walking down the hallway, Bryleth will take Liasana's arm in hers, and as they're going downstairs.
She'll allow it.
So at this point, Z's probably been up and in like the pub area waiting for everybody. So is everybody coming down or?
I'm probably still trancing, and Rhodey's brushing my hair while I'm sleeping.
Nice.
And Astrovar is probably seeing the weirdness of Sinister just sleeping like this.
Nice.
She just like her eye, one of her eyes pokes open because she's a Kalash star, so she doesn't dream. Her eyes pokes open and she sees Rhodey combing Sinister's hair, and she's like, seems legit. Goes back to sleep.
This checks out.
But in the morning she will wake up and be like, we should probably continue with going to the auction and
I think the auction's tomorrow. Ashavar.
Do we have a day off?
Yeah.
Well, we have to plan.
Plan.
How we're gonna-
Planning will take a half hour, maybe 15 minutes tops, and then we can have a day off.
First of all, we have to get Cassius. Second of all, we have to see who else is coming with this thing. Oh, we can only take 6, so it'd have to be
Okay.
Cassius.
Okay, so
And he seems like the plan, dude.
Not only that, but not all of us attend, or we all attend, or maybe we should know more about the families first.
I really want to go. I'm really excited.
okay.
I know, but sometimes you can have excitement and plan for a thing, and then we're all better prepared, and that makes it even more exciting.
Sure. I'm not saying we shouldn't plan.
So
how did you guys sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, I slept great. I mean, it was a small room, but yeah, I slept good. She kind of looks at Liasana and looks back at the others.
He says, I guess I slept fine enough. I was worried that there might be fleas.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I haven't felt itchy.
I really hope the innkeeper can't hear any of this.
I don't think
feel
he
like-
cares.
They're not
I feel like
around.
this would
Yeah,
be
they're
as we're like walking down the street towards whatever else we're doing.
Oh. Okay. Let me.
That was just my
So-
opinion.
No, I thought we were downstairs in the.
Oh no, we're eating breakfast. That's right.
Yeah.
No, we haven't started eating breakfast yet.
It's
I
like
was
a-
going to
Mhm. Good.
I was going to suggest that I went to this pretty rad restaurant yesterday, and I was thinking they seem to be pretty connected with a lot of the food people in town, and
They might
rich
know
person-
some people.
Every
Yeah.
rich person thing has to have like food,
Meat.
right? Like caterer or whatever.
Cheese, wine.
So maybe we might be able to see if there's something we can do with that, and get breakfast at the same time.
I like
Breakfast,
where your
yes.
mind is.
Breakfast plus reconnaissance. I love it. Let's go.
Do they have
What's
Do they have
reconnaissance?
wine? Do they have more in it in wine?
I don't think so, but I
Reconnaissance
didn't
is-
ask.
Ashavar, what's
Reconnaissance is when you're being nosy before you do a thing.
Oh. Who wants to be nosy?
All of us.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, not nosy, just curious. It's okay to be curious.
Yeah.
We're being curious about what they were serving for breakfast?
No, we're being
Yes.
curious about what rich people might eat at these
Oh,
that
auctions and connections to people and names via food and drink.
Okay.
You know,
The food servers of the world pretty much know everything.
Yeah.
And if we can ingratiate ourselves to the people that serve the food, then we pretty much have an in.
Be nice to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be very nice
Be
to
very nice to them, tip them well, like.
Yep.
Okay.
Ask them
Eat
questions
what
about their
they serve
day.
you, no matter like how you feel about it.
Yeah.
So
Don't be rude.
Let's head to the ugly elderberry then.
Yeah, let's go. to
Why
the
is it
ugly-
called the ugly elderberry?
I don't know. They don't even serve elderberries to my
Do they-
knowledge.
Do they have vegetarian? Do do have some non-meat options, right?
Oh, they
Well,
have
the
to.
name in the elderberry. I
Okay.
mean,
They have
that's-
to.
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
at least some wine, maybe.
Okay,
Sure.
so now on the way there, Zia was pretty drunk, and so was kind of half remembering what happened, and doesn't fully remember that it was rabbit or giant rabbit.
Right.
So I am excited. I've dug myself into this.
Nice. Well, you head along the street from this back towards past the Matchbox, or you're gonna go past the Matchbox and down to that area.
Hey, I know that place.
Oh, nice. Well, in fact,
Yeah.
there's a crowd that's gathered around Matchbox. A
Oh.
rather large crowd filling up most of the street. A lot of murmuring and everything else. And do you want to see what they're looking at, or you just want to go by?
I think I would want to see what they're looking at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bryleth would probably pause and look.
Okay. You might have to
It's
make your way
daytime.
through
I'm
the
at
crowd a little.
disadvantage, so I'm going to be
Oh.
listening.
Nice. Okay. You probably have to make your way through about 10 bodies deep or so to take a peek.
Sure.
All right.
What's
so
going on?
as those of you that are doing so push through the crowd, you find the front of the storefront here has been gosh, what's the best word? I can't, not desecrated, but well, there's a dead body.
Destroyed?
There's a dead
Oh,
body
goodness.
that is staked with large iron stakes right above the chest here by the pec marks through to the building. Slump down,
Oh, dang.
head off to the side. In their blood that's mostly pulled around them, you can see where it's been swiped up with, seems like a hand maybe or something, and spelled out on the wall. We're coming for you. Of course, placed next to the dead body of Wayland. And
Oh shit!
that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Sure.
It's been
Okay.
brought
This is fine. Oh
Oh
no!
my god.
Liazana, make a quick perception check with advantage if you would. There is one bit of
With
information. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, thank you. I'm dropping a 1.
Oh my gosh.
Perception?
Mhm.
Do I don't still have the bardic inspiration, do I?
It's just 10 minutes.
Right, okay, I didn't think so. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. All this blood is skewed about, but there's one part, like the negative space of the blood that's pulled down and somewhere. It looks like a lacquer or something has been applied to just the blood's kind of dried and pulled around it. And in this wall that you see, the space, it's the same tattoo that you saw in your gentleman's arm back on Atmos.
Would I recognize that?
Since
me and
you see
Bryleth were there.
I will have to
We were there.
research and see if you. I don't think you saw that tattoo. You saw the other ones up on his neck, but I don't know that you saw the one that Liazana saw that
Oh, okay.
identified him. But that symbol is there, absent in the blood. Ooh, that's where we'll end tonight's session. Whee!
Oh no!
Nice.
Oh, such fun. All right.
I'm gonna say that out loud.
Da, da, da.
Nice. Gosh, what a fun session. Y'all are so great. That was a blast. The energy tonight was max, and I love it.
It's silly.
It was silly, and I loved it.
It's so wonderful. All right. So I guess for folks that are new here, we'll put up our schedule. As you can see, we have a ton of D&D across the week, mostly in this 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern time slot, but we also have a 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Saturday evening D&D game, Tower of Dreams. Every Tuesday from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern, you can catch Dungeon Craft with Steph and Vic, where they paint minis and do tile work, and I still have yet to add, to find the right verbiage for the,
Yeah. Yeah.
Good times.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've got to check it out. Every Friday, noon to 3 p.m. Eastern, you can catch Mad Art with Steph. If you're not already a member of our Discord, I strongly recommend joining. It's really supportive and funny and wonderful and inclusive. And also you can put in votes for fan art from different scenes, like, people cuddling or people eating a giant rabbit's, hawk of meat.
Or the skywriting penis.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. See
Yep.
the power you can hold? All in the Discord.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Steph will let us vote on it, and then she'll draw that on Steph. And then we have a show on hiatus. Madbird plays board games. It's usually just Sunday 2 to 5. But it's different tabletop RPG games, different people each week. But it's still on hiatus. We'll let you know when that gets back. We have a Patreon if you're considering supporting us in a monetary way. We'd like to point you over to Patreon versus Twitch. Twitch is great. But with Patreon, you still get the monthly sub die that you can give to players or NPCs to help or not. No one's ever helped an NPC, so and it's and more. We can give you more back than we can, of course, on Twitch, and a little more goes to us. Bunch of great tiers here. Yeah, that's it. All right. So we're going to raid our friends over at Blackwater D&D tonight. Again, if you're new here, you've been watching An Extremis, our Saturday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, Sky Pirates, Max Awesome stream. Catch us again next week. See what's going to happen from here. Woo, it's going to be fun. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye.
Bye, everybody.